What is up, guys? We're just getting all settled in here.
Oh yeah, give him the fuck juice!
I'm too drunk to fucking taste that chicken.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Habitual Line Crosser. We got Axeman, Bryant, Spears, Nate Dogg, Steven Johnson, Zoa, that's way too many fucking consonants slapped together, King of the Next Leader of the United Empire, Julia, Darkcrest. Fuck, man, you guys, why y'all got difficult names? Hold on, we're gonna pause that. Why does everyone have difficult names? Look, don't you know I grew up hooked on fucking phonics? Like, I'm in the army, okay? Oh, wait, sorry, you guys ain't supposed to see that yet, my bad. Oh, well, whatever. So, there's a lot of, there's a lot going on in the world right now, okay? I know a lot of you come here from my shorts. There's so much going on in the world. I want to make jokes about the Ukrainian guy surrendering to the drone. Or, not Ukrainian, the Russian guy surrendering to the drone. I do plan on making something about the F-22 getting sent to Syria because Russians are fucking around, so we decided to find out. I do want to make that joke. I gotta get the puns right in my head. I have been elbows deep in the Backbone Ball, which I was the MC for last night after both my vehicles got destroyed from hail. So that was fun. We have a insurance claim on both of them right now. Hail destroyed. Didn't destroy. The glass is intact, but they're pockmarked all over. We had golf ball size hail here last night. Luckily, the house held up okay. We were hunkered down in our little tornado shelter because the tornado sirens were going off. So it was pretty bad here last night. But we are okay. We're safe. We're fine. Everyone's fine. The dogs are fine. I'm fine. So yeah. You think the alien thing is true that's all over the news? I don't know if I've seen that. Is there something new? Or are you talking about the guy who was the whistleblower? Look, man, stating that aliens don't exist, I believe it was Neil deGrasse Tyson said it, stating that aliens don't exist based off of what we know in the known universe, right, or what we see, is like grabbing a cup of water out of the ocean and saying whales don't exist. So, statistically, the probability of us being the only sentient beings in the universe is very, very low, like less than a fraction of a percentage. So, In his sleeveys. Jesus. Yes, Syrian's happy to see the F-22 back. Prohibition at the time was difficult to buy. Buckshot slugs, so shotgun owners take birdshot. Yeah, I know. I I had a lot of people mentioning about the F-22 going to Syria, man. Like everyone, they're like, I can't wait for this next episode that HLC drops. I was the MC for the Backbone Ball, and then on Tuesday next week I have surgery, so I'm gonna be kind of down and out in the near future, guys. I do apologize about that. I enjoy making content and getting it out to you. It's just work and obviously, so I do appreciate for those of you who are continuously here and supportive of the channel and me. And again, guys, my stuff has always and will always be free. If you want to support, I do have a merch line, but I honestly just want you guys to watch the merch line. I do that for y'all. I make like pennies off of the merch line, and like the guy who runs my merch line's like, "Are you serious? That's all you want?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just want them to get their shirts free of charge, man." Like, I don't give a shit. The only reason I did it a little bit up is because inflation. If he inflates, then I'm still covered, and I can keep the same amount, and you guys can still get shirts. Yeah, so that's how that works. But thank you guys so much. Wonder if I can hit 200K tonight. Oh, bro, that would be fucking wild. I don't know. So my stuff took off, and then it kind of, it's kind of fizzling out now, but which is fine. There's just a lot of people who haven't heard of the Habitual Line Crosser. There might be some videos roaming around here in the near future. I guess you could consider it my first stand-up gig. I was the MC for the Backbone Ball, and apparently I was killing it. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of it was a blur. I was just nothing but fucking nerves. On the surface, I looked apparently cool as a cucumber. Like, everyone's like, man, you fucking killed that shit. I had the whole place rolling. But it was sadly interrupted by more tornado sirens last night. So, but a couple of people said that they took videos, and I was doing my thing, and out of nowhere, somebody was like, "I love you, HLC," and I was like, "I told you to wait in the truck." Naturally, everybody lost their shit. Raise hail, praise Dale. Isn't that right, James?
James a super chatted $20. Praise Dale.
Thank you so much, James, by the way. I appreciate that. Kunzi, you were there last night? I was hoping I did okay. Oh, shit. James coming in with another 20. Again, man, you guys don't have to do this. I do appreciate it, though. Absolutely. Especially because I'm about to pay 2 deductibles on vehicles. I can afford it. I live well within my means. I don't pander. I don't ask. A lot of people really don't like it because I often don't support like certain people's like GoFundMe's and stuff like that. And I originally I did a long time ago, but I don't now. And before anyone thinks that I'm a monster, realize that my older brother, who is a fucking idiot. I love my brother to death, but he is so fucking stupid. If he had to breathe and walk at the same time, he would probably suffocate. Like, I love him to death, but he is so god fucking blessed stupid. He makes the dumbest decisions. There's a right, and then there's like a, you're probably still gonna be okay, and he's way the fuck over there, sucking off fucking boxes of crayons or some stupid shit. Love my brother to death. I do love my brother, but he is dumb as shit. But anyways, he did something really fucking stupid. And his friend did something really fucking stupid. Again, I don't like speaking poorly about people who passed away, and they crashed into a semi-truck riding their motorcycles, obviously excessive speed, and his friend passed away. He then started a GoFundMe because he had fallen on hard times, and I wouldn't even push my own brother's GoFundMe. I wouldn't. And I have my own personal reasons for that, but so before anyone thinks I'm a monster, wouldn't even do it for my own family. I don't, because I have no idea where that money is going. Granted, yeah, if you give money to somebody, you don't really get control over where it goes. I get that. But I'm not comfortable putting my name out there for other people just to see them do things like go on vacation in the fucking Bahamas. There was somebody who was like, "Oh, woe is me, my NCOs are so mean to me." And everyone threw all this money and GoFundMe at her, and then all of a sudden, boom, she went to the fucking Bahamas. And I was like, this is why I don't give money to people. But yeah. Your brother's a Marine? Crayons. No, the Marines might have straightened him up, man. So we all went different directions. My little sister went to the Navy. I had an older brother go to the Navy. I had an older sister go to college. She has a degree, bachelor's in, I don't fucking know. Child development or something. I had another older brother that went to the police force. He's a police officer in the city of Detroit, Michigan. And then I went to the Army. And then my older brother, the one I'm talking about, he went to county, convicted felon. So, you know, dumb people. I got lucky last night with hail. Not so much Monday. Totaled my car with baseball. Ooh. Yeah, this week, and I guess we got more coming tomorrow night too, man. I already have 2 insurance claims. Like, my truck is an insurance claim, which I don't really care if they repair the truck. I'm gonna see how that pans out. My wife's car, though, I want that repaired. That motherfucker's brand new. Like, I want that car repaired. Yeah, I guess tomorrow night we got more hitting. Bought themselves $1 million house. Exactly, man. Like, I got it. When you give money to somebody, they can use it however they want. I totally get that, but there's a reason that I don't push people's GoFundMe. There's a very big reason, right? Historically, it's bitten me in the ass, which is why I don't do it. Plus, you know, people like, you have a platform, you can change the world. I'm just a fucking idiot with a camera and a green screen. Like, that's all I am. By the way, if any of you know any computer programmers who can get me that green screen, eyes and mouth outside of TikTok, can create an app, I will absolutely 100% pay you for it. Like, without question, if you can code it, create it, and get it to me in an app, I will absolutely pay you for it. Price negotiable depending on quality of the product, but I will absolutely pay you for it because I need it. You rarely see any hail because you live in the desert. It hit hard. Like, it hit out of nowhere. Like, we knew there was rain coming, so I had the dogs outside, and my wife's little dog Hobbs. He's not in here right now. He's a little Chinese crested. He's 14. He has one eye, no teeth, no hair. He's had a rough life, but I like Hobbs. He's hit or miss. And I'm outside with him, and I hear what sounds like someone is, like, driving a vehicle, dragging a metal pipe behind them on the ground, like, in the distance. I'm like, that's not rain. That's something else. That, I don't know what that is. And I was, like, standing over Hobbs. It started to drizzle a little bit. I was like, Hobbs, you need to piss. You need to piss right now, bro, because he's blind. Like, he can't just run in and out of the house by himself. I got to stand out there with him. And I was like, Hobbs, hurry the fuck up. Hurry the fuck up. And then he, like, finished pissing, and I walk inside, and that's golf ball size hail just started fucking raining down. I was like, Jesus Christ, man. Tornado sirens going off. Yeah, it was wild, bro. Oh, yeah. Irikanu, fuck, Iruka, Senpai. Look, I'm not going to ever pronounce your first name right. Yeah, 13 Kinsels. Here's the thing, guys. How do I word this? So when you guys see me doing, like, looking off into the distance, it's because I have the question, I have the right answer, and I am sifting through the right answer to make sure that all of that is publicly available. And if it's not, I have to grab the publicly available one and plug those in. So when I'm, like, drifting off, I'm just, okay, I can't say that. I gotta say that. Like, I know what the right answers look like. And it's funny, you get trolls in my comment section like, why is this guy using Wikipedia? Because that's all I can fucking tell you. Like, I know what the right answers are. I don't look good in handcuffs. I mean, I might. I don't know. My wife might be into that. We won't talk about that. But anyways, yeah. I know what the Kinzel was supposed to be capable of. And I'll be honest with you. That Patriot battery didn't really have a good outlook. Didn't have great survivability. We did not expect it to do very well. Myself included, having tactical knowledge. I have been completely surprised by both crew capability and system capability because I know what it was going up against and what was supposed to happen. Didn't expect it to do this well. Luckily for us, Russia lied. That's why it, like, if it had done everything they had promised it had done, the Patriot system would be fucking wiped. Like, without fucking question, because of the claims. Like, what it was supposed to be able to do, fucking wild, right? But what it's doing is it's just an air-launched Iskander. That's cool. It's not going to change anything, guys. Streaming live. Yes, I am, Jacob. I have some handcuffs. $20 is $20. Let's get some horns for that. All right. But I will tell you this, guys, because I am a coffee drinker. This is the one shameless plug that I have, right? I don't really support anything else. I'm not sponsored by anybody else. Like, this is my one that matters to me. We're gonna go ahead and bring this up. Boom. Ariel Resupply Coffee. I absolutely 100% believe in this business. I know the guy Mike who owns it, owner operator. He does amazing work. He works his tail off.
Union 1900.
Thank you so much. Favorite plane in War Thunder.
$2. Fav plane in War Thunder.
I think right now I'm using the BF 109. It's doing okay. It does the trick. I've never gotten past like 5.0. Never deal in absolutes and women in war. Don't mention the robots. So, but I do believe in aerial resupply coffee, and that's not because we're trying to break the stigma. Every other veteran-owned coffee company out there is a bunch of fucking door kickers and we're the toughest dudes ever. You're a fucking pogue, like that whole mentality. Aerial resupply coffee is for everybody. It's for door kickers, it's for logisticians, it's for tankers, it's for artillery, it's for military police, it's for intel, it's for literally everybody. It's for civilians and everything. It's just something to bring someone together. There's a lot of other ones that celebrate alcoholism, and alcoholism should be treated, not celebrated. We're trying to break the stigma and actually do something good for the veterans that are out there, which is why I believe so highly in aerial resupply coffee. So, not to say anything bad about the other ones, but we're trying to take what they're doing and separate aerial resupply from it. So if you guys want to support, it is in my bio. You can go check it out. Yes, the coffee, it is premium coffee. It is expensive coffee, but it's actually really good. Like, I like Firewatch. I got a bag of Firewatch downstairs right now. I fuck with Firewatch. Moab. Hold on. Be careful. I'm saying this, okay? Everyone I've told that Moab is dangerous, they're like, yeah, no, I'm fine. No, be careful. Moab is no fucking joke, man. Like, I've had Death Wish, and all Death Wish did was give me a stomach ache. Moab, I could smell the color 9. Like, it is potent. I've had people, I tell them just like that. I'm like, hey, well, Moab is dangerous. And they're like, I'm fine. And then I got a call a week later, and they're like, I haven't slept in 72 hours. I'm like, I told you. I warned you, man. Be checking, bro. Be careful, William. That stuff is potent. Like, I love Firewatch. It's a good caffeine. It's good flavor. That is my shit. I do like Christmas Kitty too when that comes around. I haven't tried Spring Kitty yet. Moab. Whew, it gives me superpower, bro. Moab. I'm telling you guys, if Moab is one of those ones like 3 a.m, right as you're hitting that wall on staff duty, and you need to work the whole next day, that's when you need to drink Moab. That makes perfect sense. Any other time, there's no logic in ever drinking that stuff. It is jet fuel. Moab is dangerous, so 2 cups a morning should be... I'm telling you, Gary, I'm giving you all forewarning. Moab is potent. Coffee-flavored meth. Thank you for your coverage of Russian flaws. Hey, this is the thing, Rocket. I really wish it wasn't. Like, I try and give everybody enough shit. Like, I've had in the past, like, Russia give shit to the United States and give shit to Canada. There's a lot going on in the world right now, but, like, thus far, if they were doing things that were morally and ethically correct, either within their own borders or outside, I'd probably, like, chalk them up a little bit better. But right now, they're morally and ethically incorrect. They are committing war crimes. There's no other way around it. They are kind of a laughingstock when it comes to tactical decisions, right? And I would never in a million years state that we need to get involved, right? I don't want to chance American lives. But if you guys have ever seen my video here on YouTube of my breakdown of how a conventional war between the United States and Russia would go, you'll see it in there. But knowing what I know about our fire's capability, our coordination, our 3-dimensional warfare, fucking principles of command, how mission command operates, NCO guidance, NCO fucking driven leadership on the battlefield, we would fucking stomp their forces, like, in a way you've never read about. Here's the thing. I've done, all of us, for every one of me that exists, there's a whole bunch of them in other MOSs and branches. I have never, and I've worked with 3 different countries. I'm not going to say which countries. I would never speak poorly about our allies and coalition. But the 3 countries I've done air battles with inside my van, right? Like, my system, their system, we're working together. All 3 times I was told to slow down because they couldn't keep up. And I trained operators that are better than me. All 3 times. They're like, hey, Pull your punches, man. And I'm just like, cool. And I'm fighting the entire air battle with one hand. Just, okay, I'm going to go into tab this. Change this. Are we good? Okay, cool. Fiend. All right, yep, let's go up into radiate. Okay, cool. We're up into radiate. Oh, yeah, birds away. Yep, going red. All right, yep, let's go. Red's down here. No, red's up here. Red's down here. There we go. I had to remember where it is. You talking about the Growler? Worse than Desert Storm? Yeah. So Desert Storm was great, honestly, for us. And stay with me. Desert Storm taught air defenders so much, as did the initial push in Iraq, right, in 2003. Air defenders learned so much, which is why I laugh when a lot of these old school vets like, you guys don't train as hard as we do. Yeah, you shot down friendly aircraft. We haven't done it in 23 years. My training is hard. It's difficult. It is accurate. It is motivational. Like it is, I really throw so much at my crews because I realized when I was a battery trainer, we were training air defenders to pass evaluations. We weren't training air defenders to win wars. So I would make crazy shit in the air battles. Like things that were not written in any doctrine, things that should never happen in an air battle, I would just program them in. Like, fuck it, why not? Yeah, let's go ahead and give an enemy missile fucking valid IFF codes. What are they gonna do? And like the first time they saw that, they're like, what do I do? And I'm like, what do you think it is? They're like, well, it's this high, it's dropping this fast, it's this big, well, you know, give me all the kinematics of it. I'm like, so what do you think it is? Well, I don't know of any jet that can fly that high. So what are you going to do? Are you about to take this to the face, or what are we doing? He's like, well, it's in a volley, and they're trying to weigh these things in their head, and I'm like, you're about to die. By the time I did that to them 3 or 4 times, they were so confident in their system capabilities and what they were doing. They were just like, oh, that's what's going on. I'm going to weigh my balance, you know, and I'm going to make a choice based off of the relevant information that I have at this time. Cool. I'm going to kill it, and I will smile in the courtroom. Because if you have a friendly aircraft in the middle of a missile volley flying right at an air defense system, you probably shouldn't have been there in the first place. So. You cannot stop. Shit. Fucking. Sorry. I can do it. You cannot stop. Shut up. Doesn't concern. Hang on. I can get the lines out. I can get it out. I'm sorry. You cannot stop. Shut up. Doesn't concern you. Sorry. Thank you for your all time to do. Of course, Kevin. I appreciate it, man. That's why people keep referencing maybe them and then NATO gets involved. Yada, yada, yada. Did we just start? Also, love from Australia. The accent was quite good, but I gotta hear myself when I try and do an Australian accent.
Super chatted $6.
Cheers, mate.
How are you doing today?
It's so hard because this is the thing. If I start overusing the C word, I'm gonna get in trouble from my people. I had it that one time. You know, oh, you don't fucking say it. Like, I did it one time, and I was like, all right, I'm good with that. And all the Australians are like, oh, he said fucking cunt. I'm like, I let it go once. That's all I can, you know, do Canada accent. Shit, what should I say? Hey, what are you guys up there talking about? No, that's a little Irish. Can't understand normal thinking. Rest of us just learning all the cool stuff about air defense now, which has been brewing in the past decades. Yeah, air defense was in this weird position for the longest time, where only us and COCOM commanders cared about us. Everybody in between had no idea what we did. They had no fucking clue. But that COCOM commander, every time they're like, hey, the enemy has missiles, they were like, put a Patriot unit there. And then they put on their their deliberate risk assessment worksheet, that, hey, the risk is enemy missiles. So we put a control, which is Patriot, right? They had no idea what we did because we never did it. And now all of those COCOM commanders are realizing what kind of strategic asset they have in their control. They're like, oh, shit. That thing fucking works. It's like, yeah. I've bet my life on the system for 10 years, which is, I'm not going to lie, was the best confirmation bias I've ever had in my life. Like, I've seen the system do simulations. I have never seen a Patriot system fight the way it is fighting right now. I've never seen it in real life. It's too expensive to fight the system like that, to throw that much at it. So to see it do it, I was just like, I finally got to see it in real life. I've been seeing it in simulations for years, but I've never seen it in real life. And I'm just like, it works. Thank God I bet my life on it for over 10 years. Yes, Canadian and Midwest are pretty much the same thing. Just do the Midwestern accent. If you can't do the Canadian one, then add an A and sorry. It works just as good as in Command & Conquer Jet. Well, you know, you're not wrong. Do I consider Missouri Midwestern? No. You're okay. All right, we're gonna start an argument here. Before I know I told you guys we do State of Gaming and then Diablo, but hold on. When I look at Midwest, this is gonna piss off everyone from Ohio, Michigan, Missouri. All y'all think you're Midwest. You're not. You're just not. When you look at a map of the United States, okay, we're gonna have New York over here. We're gonna have California over here. Okay. If you go center. It's Kansas. That is the center of the United States. Pretty much Kansas, right? So everything to the west of that, with the exception of the coastline, is Midwest. But if you ask people from fucking Ohio, Michigan, whatever, they think the Midwest starts right below the Great Lakes and covers all the way to Arizona. They think that's Midwest. No, that's the entire central United States. You're incorrect and you should feel bad. But you know what? I also have some very unpopular opinions. Missouri South. Tennessee is the South. The world has evolved as the country was expanding. Exactly. Well, I guess you're right. Yeah. Is that a leopard too? Ah! Missouri's not South. We fought a war over this. You know, I appreciate that, senpai. Okay, all right. So the one game that I do want to talk about, I do have, if you guys are in my Discord, I have a channel in there called The State of Gaming, and what I do, hang on, we're going to let it go.
It wouldn't be a Chelsea stream without 30 minutes of unscripted TED Talk before the actual stream.
It's crazy, we're at 27 minutes already. I'm sorry! Okay, I do have a channel in my Discord called The State of Gaming, and I go through there sometimes when I don't have time to look up video games, and I pick stuff. So, but I do want to talk about this game, and we've seen it previously. I did talk about it previously, but this is Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. You're gonna... Okay. We're gonna go straight to fucking... So we saw Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, and now I'm super psyched for this, because lately I've been getting like pumped up for a video game coming out, and then right before it releases I get more information and it falls off my radar. I was super excited for oh my god, I can see the image in my head. It's a free-to-play Arc Raiders. There you go. I was super excited for Arc Raiders. I was like, oh yeah, co-op shooter, open world. Hell yeah, that sounds fucking phenomenal. Free to play, giant, beautiful world. Oh, that's awesome. And then I hear it's PvEVP. Cool. I don't feel like playing third-person Tarkov. And no interest in doing it. Cool, that one fell off my list. Oh man, Starfield looks phenomenal. I mean, the game is beautiful. There's no co-op option. I can't hang out with my friends. And this is the thing, guys. I love single-player games. Single-player games will always have a place. But what you notice in single-player games is the same thing you learn in Elden Ring. Everyone loved Elden Ring, right? Single-player game. You saw a huge spike in player base, and then less than 90 days after the game releases, 50% of them are gone. That's what is going to happen with Starfield. You can come back and quote this, and if 50% of the peak player base has not fallen off within 90 days, you can come right back here, clip this, and be like, he was dead wrong. That's fine. I would love to be wrong. Historically, I'm just not. So, that one, have I tried Warframe? Warframe is a pay to win. I'm sorry, man. It really is. I mean, so is War Thunder, but yeah, I decided to put myself into it. Since we're on Ubisoft, did I play Assassin's Creed? I did. 1, 2, 3, Black Flag. And one more. I can't remember. Black Flag was the best one they ever made. Fight. Don't care. They got Skull and Bones releasing this year. I played the beta. I am not holding my breath for that, but we will see what we get out of it. We will see what they finish. Just hoping Diablo holds my time long enough to get Armored Core 6 and Starfield. So Armored Core 6 does look cool. It's just, I want a robot mech game. I want one so bad. But Konami robot mech games, where they're on two legs, but they just slide around the map and stuff like that. That's not my thing. I want like a slow, like tank style fucking mech, right? Like you get with Titanfall, or I want an Iron Man suit like you get with Anthem. By the way, BioWare, if you're watching this, keep in mind, you're like, we don't have enough money to continue Anthem 2.0 because EA pulled the plug. I just want to remind you that through crowdsourcing, Star Citizen has raised $500 million for the development of that game. Don't tell me you can't afford Anthem 2.0. Suck it, BioWare. That irritates me. But anyways, have you heard of Destiny 2? It's free and it has co-op. I did play Destiny 2 for a while. I just don't have the time. Destiny 2 is a beautiful game. Honestly, it's a lot of fun to play. It's good to hang out with the friends. It is so much fun. I just don't have time for Destiny 2. Have I played MechWarrior 5? I did not. Ace Combat was a lot of fun. About to stop saying sorry whenever he plays Bucket Rainbow Six Siege. I would love that. If that became a thing, like if I'm ever out in the world and a Canadian's like, I'm about to stop saying sorry, I would feel so flattered. That would be wonderful to experience. Oh, thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate it, man. The sunsetting seasons, yeah. War Thunder is already better, but with the recent updates, will be better. Yeah. Have you read some of the War Thunder reviews? All right, so this is Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora. Sorry, it's a completely new story. It's a completely new map. It's from Ubisoft, which historically has done pretty decent open world games. I got it. Some people don't like Division and freaking Breakpoint. I like Division and Breakpoint. I thought both of them were fun in their own respect. I never played Wildlands. Wildlands is now off. It doesn't exist anymore, but they're working on a new one, a new open world Tom Clancy game. I don't have any words on that yet. I've been seeking it. So the company making it does have a history with open world games. This one also does, from what we're reading right now, 3-player co-op, where you do play an avatar, a Na'vi, right? So Tom Clancy games. Yeah, they're produced by Ubisoft, though. Have I heard of Arma 3? I did. Played it for about 10 minutes. Maybe it was an hour. But yeah. They want to hear funny countryman talk? Well, we're going to get through it. Alright. We're going to check this out. I mean, it looks cool. Okay, that makes sense, Akiva.
Secure the perimeter. All threats must be eliminated.
They took everything from us. From me. I was trained in their ways, their technology, their weapons. Things that a Na'vi should not know. And then one day, they left.
Hell's Gate is under attack. Evacuate now.
I don't know if you can be humans. I have no idea.
But before they did, our teacher saved us and put us to sleep.
This is your only chance to survive.
And there I remained for 15 years. Until one day, I awoke. And I was free. Free to explore my world. Free to decide who I was going to be. Free to discover what I was meant to do.
Now you see what they
Unga Bunga Smurf Vietnam.
your true home.
I'm getting No Man's Sky vibes, but not in a good way. I don't know. I've been watching this one for a while. The trailer looked better than the gameplay. Like, this looks like engine footage. That looks like trailer.
Now Pandora is under attack again.
Don't let the Na'vi get in our way. Get rid of them.
And I have a choice to make. I choose to protect my home. I was a child of two worlds.
I'm afraid that it's going to be Wildlands with blue people. It might be.
I am Na'vi.
Oh yeah, Blue Sams. I don't even pay attention to what they claim anymore. The game, to me, it has potential. And this is the thing, guys. I think that we as video gamers and we as game players should really throw our money, right? Because ultimately we are the fan base. We can control the future of gaming. You, me, everybody else out there, right? We can control the future of gaming without any question. Because if enough of us banded together, it's the same thing Wall Street Bets did, right? They controlled the stock market for a short period of time. They fucked up somebody short, and a bunch of rich people were pissed off, but they couldn't do anything about it because they would have put laws in place that affected their own shitty shit that they do, which is, it's a great way to break the system. But anyways, right? We as video gamers can come together and fix these things, right? If we put our money towards companies that are actually trying to do new stuff. This is something new. This has never been done. Like, an open world game has been done, yes. No one's ever built an Avatar game. No one ever tried to build an Avatar game. So we have the ability to invest. That's ultimately what you're doing with video games. You're investing in companies that are pushing the envelope. Now you'll see little fuckboys lined up out the door for a new Call of Duty game, which is the same game they had last time, but with a couple of new weapons. Maybe the skin looks good. Oh, hey, here's another fucking shader update, and you have a new map. Congratulations, you guys are buying the same shit over and over. But you have companies like this that are trying something different. I put my money in Redfall. It's had some launch issues. Well, let's go ahead and go with that, right? But it was a company that pushed the envelope and tried something different. They tried to change things. I like the Legend of Zelda. Pretty much every single Legend of Zelda game that has ever come out has pushed the envelope. But you guys are going to hate me here. I tend to believe Majora's Mask pushed the envelope more than Breath of the Wild. You can fight me what you want, but it was super cool for the time. It was innovative. It was something that no one else had ever done. Call of Poopy, same thing for FIFA, Madden, etc. Exactly. COD has, yeah. Redfall was not no bueno. But we see this. Let me see if it comes up. We got the official. Oh, I should probably buy premium sooner or later. You don't get up on my stream.
I'm just Ruby Gilman, normal teenager.
No one's gonna hear your ad. Don't care. Prey. Oh, I played Prey, the old one. It's not bad. But this is a long one in the making. All right, I played the other three very recently. Actually, you can get all three of them on Xbox. Fable. Fable was something that pushed the envelope for years. It really tried something new. It was the first time, at least to my knowledge, a game where your character would change and the outcomes would change based on your level of decision. Now, understandably, you have things like, they go all the way back to like the fucking, what was that one? You know, you died of dysentery. Oregon Trail, right? Oregon Trail, yes, that's the same kind of idea, but this was the first time it was done in like 3 dimensions, I guess. Fables are beautiful, love chicken kicking. Hell yeah! Fable 1 was good, yeah. New Fable looked cool so far. Yeah, it looks like a good game. Yeah, so here we got Fable. This is the showcase, actually.
Oh, we're finally doing this, are we? Because I was going to make a sandwich. Okay.
Anti-Kane, you can get Starfield. Again, we invest as gamers where we want money to go. Again, Starfield looks phenomenal. It looks gorgeous. I would never say that the game does not look gorgeous. It looks like there's so much going on. But I will not purchase it because I know the second I'm going to get it, I'll play it for a little while, and then I'll be like, well, I'm going to go play something else with my friends, right? I like social games. I'm not saying everybody wants to play multiplayer. I'm not saying every game needs to have multiplayer. I would just like the option in something like that. If I'm exploring the universe and checking out different planets and doing missions, I like doing it with my friends. To each their own.
Let's do it. What do I think about heroes? Well, we've all seen them, haven't we? Swanning about the place with their disproportionately high cheekbones and comically massive weapons.
Prey was a very innovative game.
Roughing up bandits, because they like to rough up bandits, don't they? Living it up with the common folk every single night. On a day-to-day basis, I'd say the true hero is me, someone who's breaking new ground with fruit, with veg, on the agricultural side of things. Just look at them. Not wafting around mythical creatures.
Monster Hunter? No. Damn it, I left my water over there. I'll be right back.
Here to slay slay legendary beasts. I'm here to conquer the vegetable, not a euphemism. Let's face it, the age of heroes is over. This is the age of innovation. This, if you will, is the age.
If I had to live in a country not in NATO, yeah, Switzerland doesn't seem like a bad one. No, I'd probably pick Australia.
This is awkward.
Yeah.
Hang on, I do want to address this. Silly question, but how do you feel about microtransactions in gaming? Personally, I hate it. Okay, there is good microtransactions, and there are bad microtransactions. We're going to talk about the difference. You're telling me, under no circumstances and no stretch of the imagination, Activision wasn't aware that the Rose skin was a pay-to-cheat and hide in shadows? We're going to believe that? They're like, oh, yeah, let's nerf this skin, right? They left it up for a couple months. When the money started to drop off, they did away with it, right? So pay to win is the most abhorrent thing in gaming, especially when it comes to PvP games. If you are paying so that you can beat other players, that should be scum of the earth for you. If you are paying to beat the computer, it's a little different, right? PvE, that's player versus environment. That makes a little more sense, okay? You want that? That's fine. It doesn't really matter. But you should be able to buy, like, skins, because that's just a minor cosmetic. Like, who cares about cosmetics? The companies are going to continue to do stuff like that, and people will buy them. Yeah. No way Fable can touch Elder Scrolls. I never got big into Elder Scrolls. I know it's a huge fan base. I don't know enough about it. I just never got into it. I think I played Oblivion for like 3 hours, forgot to save, and then I died, and I started back in the dungeon, and I was like, I'm done with this.
Oh.
So the thing that I like about Fable games versus what little I know about the Skyrim games is Fable has a pretty high priority on humor. And I like games that have a little humor to them. That's why I love Borderlands. And I love Titanfall, because fucking Davis and Droz are hilarious. Borderlands is hilarious. By the way, friendly reminder, I'm not sponsored, but we're in a weird spot, ladies and gentlemen. We are in an interesting spot when it comes to gaming. There's companies out there that are trying to make gaming TV shows. Now, we all know what happened with the Halo TV series. Sorry, you screwed the pooch on that one, Paramount. Like, you had an opportunity, and you fucked it up. The CGI was okay, like, the battles were okay. The whole story was just shit. It sucked. I didn't like it. Gamers in general didn't like it. I got it was an original story. It was non-canon. I get it. You fucked it up. But on July 27th, Peacock has Twisted Metal coming out. I have got Peacock in anticipation for it because I saw the trailer. It looks pretty cool. I'm interested in it, right? It looks very, very cool, right? Titanfall 2 is a must-play. Absolutely, Milo. I love Titanfall 2. Hold on. You guys, I don't know if y'all have ever seen this. Hold on. It's my pilot helmet. It says Protocol 3. I am a Titanfall fanboy. Thoughts on the Fallout show? I don't know anything about it. I know, so we got a couple of them coming out. We do have the Twisted Metal show coming out. They just finished a little while ago the recording of the Borderlands movie. They have Kevin Hart playing Roland. They got Jack Black playing Claptrap. They just finished recording. I haven't even seen the trailer for it. I don't know when it's coming out. No clue. This is the first I'm actually hearing about the Yo, Chris, watch the trailer. It looks good. They made Sweet Tooth like an absolute fucking Looney Tune. I hope they play the rest of the characters the right way, man. I'm telling you, I wish Twisted Metal made a comeback. Can you imagine hopping on your fucking computer or your Xbox and you're playing, or your PlayStation, excuse me, playing Twisted Metal like Battle Royale mode with like 50 other fucking people? Why has Twisted Metal not made a comeback? Why? Why are we not funding this? Can you imagine a Twisted Metal Battle Royale? Because you can't cheat. Aimbot means nothing in Twisted Metal. Fucking wall hacks mean nothing in Twisted Metal. Like, everything that you would use to cheat means absolutely nothing with the exception of invincibility mode. Means nothing in Twisted Metal. Right? We need some good car combat games. Shut up and take my money. Right? Like, we need to get money in this. Like, that would be so much... Yeah, I tell you right now, if you guys have never played it, Twisted Metal was great. I love Twisted Metal. Twisted Metal Black was probably my favorite one they ever made. Loved it. But if you've never played Vigilante 8 on the old school PlayStation, Vigilante 8 was fire, man. It was so good. It was such a good game. It was like Twisted Metal, but it was a completely different standalone story. It was really cool. It would be Rocket League with guns. Absolutely. Sweet Tooth, Wayne Gacy. So the Sweet Tooth they did for this, I don't know who's Calypso. I don't know which version of Calypso, because I know every game had a different version of Calypso. The Calypso I know is the fire truck. A couple of people played Vigilante 8. Yeah! New to no multiplayer with my boy's suggestion. So I... Check this out, right? I have been playing Starship Troopers Extermination, if you haven't been playing it, right? Starship Troopers Extermination, 16-player co-op, right? It's cool. It's a PvE game. They have some new stuff. There's a 3.0 patch coming out on July 22nd. Dr. Kozak just sent it to me. They got a couple of new things coming out, a new map coming out, some new, from the movie, the twin barrel 50 cals that you could use in the towers. They have those coming out. Like, the game is not done yet, so I'm super excited for it. Do I like Warhammer 40k? I've seen videos and stuff. It looks super cool. I have no idea where to start. But I do plan on getting Space Marine 2 because, again, 3-player co-op, it looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, it feels like Starship Troopers. Have you got any opinions on Stalker 2? Never played the Stalker series. Mariupol by September? I don't know. Owlcat is making... Armored Core, so I played a few of the Armored Core way back when. I think the last one I played was like 3 or 4. I know 6 is coming out. Again, I love mech games. I like lunky mech games. I like slow-moving robot, like, mech games and not sliding across with on 2 feet because you got jet boosters and stuff. It's a Konami Japanese style of video game that I don't vibe with, right? I can appreciate the art style. That's one thing all video gamers have to understand, man. Just because I don't like a video game doesn't mean I don't appreciate the art style. Like, I'm not a Minecraft fan, but I understand why people enjoy it so much. I don't like Fortnite, but I get why people enjoy it, right? Like, there's a lot of games out there that I do appreciate the art style and the effort that has gone into developing those video games, even if I don't like it personally. And I think all video gamers should come to that realization, like, hey, while I don't enjoy the game that you play, I can appreciate the art style and why you like it so much. I think that would make video gaming a lot less toxic. What was the S-tier mech game? I have no idea. So, Battletech, that reminds me. I don't know if you guys are aware, I've reported on it before. Star Wars Battlefront 3 has been approved. And Battlefront 3, you are supposed to be able to play anything from, like, pre-Clone Wars, like battle droids and shit, all the way up to the First Order. Everything in there is battles you can play in Battlefront 3. I am super fucking excited. Because that's, like... I never really, like, episodes 4, 5, and 6, never really my thing. 1, 2, and 3, I fucks with 1, 2, and 3. I want to fuck up some droids. I just want to. Yes, it has been approved. I don't know when it's coming out, but it has been approved. What is up, Lone Ranger? It's okay, Raven. It is okay. Did I like Battlefront 2? Never played it. I played the OG Battlefront 2. And I love that one. I wish they'd bring back Galactic Conquest. I don't know if they did in the new one, but you and one of your buddies would start on different sides of the galaxy and you'd have your fleet. And as you moved around, you could try and take over planets. And your goal was to conquer the entire galaxy. And my brother was always better at fighting on the ground, so he would try and fight me on the ground everywhere. And I'm a way better pilot. So I would fight him in the air and fucking wipe his entire goddamn fleet. And he used to throw controllers at me. Anyways. If people can update to gaming PC, I will always recommend, but cannot afford, I suggest PlayStation. I disagree, Samantha. I really do. Here's why, okay? This is the only reason why. If you're going to have a console, the reason why I recommend Xbox is because of the Xbox app. If you're planning on ever upgrading to a PC, I recommend that because I can go to my Xbox app right now on my PC and play about half of my Xbox library. I can just download them free of charge straight to my PC. Cannot do that with PlayStation, at least as far as I know. If you can, please let me know. PlayStation has some really, really, really good exclusives, all of which are single player for some reason. But all the Xbox exclusives are multiplayer. That's probably why I gravitate towards Xbox, because I'm a social gamer. I don't like sitting on my own somewhere, right? And obviously the joke that I normally make is people who like PlayStation, their biggest flex is having no friends. But they have some really, really cool games, like the Spider-Man game. I'd love to get into that, because I hear it's really good. But I'm not a PlayStation guy. No controller toss, nuclear option. Yep. PlayStation's making it possible soon? Okay. Alright. Air Force buy something like 300 PlayStation. Yep. Is Starfield going to have multiplayer? No, David. That's the reason I'm not getting it. Starfield will not have multiplayer. I'm a social gamer. I like playing games with my friends. Steam Deck ain't bad, yeah. I'm a PC gamer though, through and through. Absolutely. It's about the story. For some people it is. And this is the thing, I played Horizon Zero Dawn. I used to have a PlayStation 3 or 4, I can't remember. I played Horizon Zero Dawn. Great story. I got through the story, got the upgraded armor you could get that had like a shield on it and shit. Like, I thought that was super cool. And then there was nothing else to do. I had no friends to play with. Like, I couldn't bring them into my game. I couldn't help them out. It was just like, okay, cool. And then I moved on to something else. BF1, Battlefield 1, Battlefront 1. What are we talking? I may have made my 100% permanent total back pay dumb purchase be both PlayStation. After I learned to build a PC, I will never buy another console as long as I live. It's so easy to build this thing. It is so easy and affordable to build one of these, with the exception of the GPU and the CPU. Everything else is super fucking cheap. Everything else. Do I play car racing games? Which one do you suggest for PS4? The only car racing game I played in recent years was Forza Horizon, which is not on PlayStation, unfortunately. Battlefield 1 is your favorite Battlefield? That one did really, really well. It had a good ad campaign, too. Do a build and a giveaway? When I'm making that kind of money to do a build and giveaway? Absolutely, my dude. Absolutely. Right now, everything that I've made from social media is going into buying me the new Army Green service uniform. Because that Army Green service uniform, with everything sewn on, all the medals, everything that I have with it, jacket, pants, shirt, tie, shoes, belt, is right now retail $700 to $900. So that's what I'm buying right now with my YouTube buddies. Yes, computation, imminently affordable and accessible. Yeah, computers, they're just making so many steps in the right direction. What do I think of the listed? Haven't played it yet. Yeah, Samantha, you're absolutely right. Like, this is the thing. It's daunting. It's scary if you've never built a PC. It is scary. There's no doubt about it, right? After building it, when I look back in hindsight, if you can build a carburetor on a motorcycle, which takes me 10 minutes and I can pretty much do it with my eyes closed, you can build a PC. It's that level of difficulty. Carburetors are not hard. PCs are not hard. Once you learn what is supposed to be plugged in where and how intuitive they are and how to configure things, it's most of my time on this PC was spent, because I'm a son of a bitch when it comes to wire, right? Is just hiding my wiring. I want it to look pretty inside the case, because that's the way I am. That was most of my time. What game that has been announced that I'm looking forward to? We actually just went over it. It was Avatar Frontiers of Pandora I'm looking forward to. Space Marine 2. Warhammer 40k I'm looking forward to. I was looking forward to... I just said it. What the fuck is the name of it? It's gonna drive me nuts. Cars are harder than PCs. Yeah, absolutely, cars are harder. Exactly. PC people, put everything on YouTube. If you want to look it up, YouTube will show you how. I would definitely be tired. Oh, dude. Bring back Titanfall? Bro. So somebody dropped a video, or not a video, an article that they were working on Titanfall 3 before they decided to go over to Apex. Yeah, it's super easy, Samantha. Yeah, I mean, you're tuning in from the gym. Halt to hey, halt to hey. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. You were gonna keep saying it. Operator. I have it, and I have the North Star client. Where have you been at, operator? Bring back Pirates by Sid Meier, make it multiplayer. Hold on, Jonathan. Skull and Bones is coming out later on this year, which is from Ubisoft. Look, I'll tell you, I was really looking forward to Skull and Bones. I was like, hell yeah, this game's been in development for like 10 years. It disappeared, it came back like 2017 it was announced, so not 10 years. Super looking forward to it. I played the beta. It was just, you did stuff for the sake of doing stuff. Like, there was no guidance. And I certainly hope the finished game comes out a lot better, but I wouldn't mind being a pirate out there with my friends. I think that'd be kind of cool. But, like, the beta, it just wasn't good. How much does it cost to build a decent gaming PC? Well, it really depends on your definition of decent. Minus peripherals. I just sent a build to a friend of mine. Minus peripherals. Peripherals meaning like screens, mice, keyboard, everything else you might want. I had a decent build for him for about $1,100, which sounds like a lot, right? Sounds like a shit ton. But with that $1,100, you can play any game that comes out today. Maybe not on the highest settings, but you can play any game that comes out today. And then you know what you can do? Is when the new shit comes out, you can go, cool, I'm going to spend $300, get a new GPU, take out my old GPU, sell it to somebody who's going to put it in a Bitcoin miner, because Bitcoin miners are just busy just licking windows and shit. I hate Bitcoin miners. I hate them. I hate them with a fire passion. They've been nuking fucking graphics cards since Christ was a kid. I hate them. Anyways, you sell it to some Bitcoin miner, and then that helps offset the cost of your new GPU. You slap in your GPU, and boom, you're in the next generation. Okay, hey, we got some bottlenecking in the RAM. So boom, pop out the old RAM, $100. Maybe got some new RAM in there, a couple more gigs. Boom, pop them in there. Oh, hey, I'm going to spend $300 and get me a new CPU. Oh, let's pop out the old CPU, put in a new CPU. Now, guess what? You are 2 generations ahead of the newest Xbox or PC or PlayStation. Yeah, it's super easy, man. Buy one system for thousands of games. Absolutely, Crafter. You need at least $1,000 to build a decent possible PC. You can always upgrade parts. Yep. All right, we're gonna get into some Diablo. What are we? Why are you not playing? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna check on my GPU here real quick. Pull up my task manager. Go to performance. I have to get 2 tough books for the cost of them. I can build 3 high-end computers, but reasons. Yeah, no, tough books are expensive for reasons. I did play Skull and Bones beta. The beta felt better than Sea of Thieves. So Sea of Thieves, I just can't get into it. It's just, I missed, the ship has sailed. Like, I could probably get into it, but the ship has sailed. People are so far into that game and they know everything about it. Like, there's nothing new to discover. So for me, I like the ship has sailed. Oh, by the way, guys, I completely changed my build. Actually, I need to change my controls now. Controls. All right, so gameplay. Oh. Hold on, is that mouse 4 or mouse 5? Okay. I gotta remember, it doesn't show which skill is where. Okay, let me see if I got that right. No. I need to change number 4. hold on. Because I just changed my build and I did it on the Xbox. Okay, skill slot 2. We're going to go with 3. Actually, no, that one's going to be 3. And that one's going to be... You know what? We'll go with 2. Nope, and that was core skill slot 2. Hold on. Let me save those changes. Let me get back to it. Okay, so that last one, that's 4, that's 5. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm a little fucking dyslexic, so I gotta come back and do shit over and over. That should be right. I recommend Counterpoint's Warhammer YouTuber. He is the Lord God. What? You know, Samantha, I don't disagree with you. I really don't disagree with you. I don't know. For me, I haven't been into Diablo since Diablo 2. So as a member of the UG and programmer, I will let this channel in on a little secret with NVIDIA drivers. Any 40 series driver will manually install on any 30 series cards for better stability. Really? Because I'll be honest with you, man. I put in so I have a 3060 Ti GPU, and I had a 2700X CPU, and my 2700X was struggling when I was rendering videos, making videos. So I was like, I need to upgrade my CPU. I upgrade my CPU to a 5900X and a Ryzen 9 5900X, and now my GPU is just fucking overloaded all the time. Yeah. I tested and have what? No, I mean it's not going to. Let me figure out where the hell I'm going. I'm supposed to. Oh, this. All right, let's go that way. I hope I got these buttons right. We're gonna find out the first time I get into combat. Sir, can we help you get better equipment? Like how so? Oh wait, what do you mean? Like computer equipment? .40 series drivers are cookie cute. I just use the NVIDIA fucking experience. You know, I didn't update my drivers today. I haven't checked. Top 3 favorite and hated countries. Okay, I'd say favorites like that I've been to or what? Hey, Germanic Union, man. You don't gotta spam chat, I promise you. I'll try and read it as fast as I can. In general. I did have a great time in... sorry, hold on. Oh, is it that button? Oh, no. Let's try that one. Okay. Oh, okay, that's the button I was looking for. Sorry, I was trying to figure out where I put these damn buttons. Out of mana. I need time to prepare that. Yeah, these controls are not gonna work for me right now. I'm getting used to them. So I did like Korea. I had a good time in Korea. I had a good time in Romania. Didn't have a good time in the United Kingdom.
I need time to prepare
that. Your cousin's stationed in Korea? Where at? I know a few things. Adjust DPI settings. What? I'll be honest with you, man. OG, I have no idea what that means. Let's see. Is that in-game? I have no idea what that is. Why not the UK? I don't know. The UK was just it was very unfriendly. Like granted, I only went in the London Heathrow Airport, and everybody there was just a bunch of fucking assholes. Like they were rude. It was like being in New York. They were rude. Yeah.
I lack the needed money. Out of mana once again.
Yeah, any Germans I met were like super cool. You got stationed in Germany for a few years. Love Germany. Where were we at, Samantha? I know a little bit about Germany, but not much.
I'm not ready yet.
There we go. So I'm trying to get everything right. So here's the thing. Here's my thing about New Yorkers. I have met 1 or 2 New Yorkers that I like, right? That are cool people. But for some reason, people from the American Northeast think that being loud and obnoxious and constantly talking over people is a personality trait. It's really not. Just makes you insufferable. Like, I'm from New York, we're always loud. No. Like, just because you're from someplace where everybody screams at each other doesn't mean that you need to do that to everybody else. Like, every person I met from the American Northeast, that exact same way. With the exception of, like, 1 or 2, okay? So, yeah, that's my beef with New York.
I lack the needed money.
In Manitoba, to be fair, you know what? Hi, Mrs. HLC. She's in chat right now. Hi, Mrs. HLC. She's mad at me. Big cities suck. Yeah, they do. Again, people in big cities, they just, for some reason, they're all competing with, like, who can be worse to each other. I don't know why.
I'm out of mana.
Hello, fish. For those of you who don't know, my wife and I refer to each other as fish. And you might find that as a little strange, but there's a reason for it. You guys ever see the video of the little girl who was, like, holding the bass? Like, she was hugging it. And she's like, it's okay, fish. And the fish was obviously not okay. Well, when we were first dating, I said something, or I did something, and she's like, it's okay, fish. And after that, she is my fish, and I am her fish. So every time something's going awry, it's okay, fish. So yeah. People calling fish isn't any less weird than calling your boyfriend daddy. You know what? That's fair. It just stuck, yeah. We each have, believe it or not, I don't always recommend it, and you guys kind of know if you find your person. We each have a fish tattoo somewhere for each other. So, hello, Mrs. HLC. Who is this following me? Okay. How long have we been married? August this year will be 3 years. I try to figure out, but we were, I mean, by all means, guys, this is the most functional relationship I've ever been in my entire life. It's strange. Like, we both focus on the problems, we sort through the problems. It's never her versus me. It's always us versus the problem. Like, we always work very, very well together. Usually any kind of disagreement we have is followed by either me as the man apologizing or me putting my foot down, and about 3 or 4 hours later she'll apologize when she finally realizes that she's being unreasonable. Oh, I was wondering what that was. My little fish happens a common Slavic term of endearment? Really? Turn a minnow to a salmon? Communicating is huge. Nice on 3 years. Been married 17 years and it's been the best 8 years of my life. Am I Slavic? No, I'm not. I'm not of Slavic descent.
The cairns of our ancestors, defiled by beasts.
Whoa! You will relax, my good sir. Oh, hey, what's up? It's a group of them. How you guys doing? Hey, what's going on over here? How about you all freeze? And I need one more. Oh, there it goes. Sucks to suck, homie. Oh, shit, more of them. Okay. Well, I guess we'll do that. Nailed it. Stop it! Stop it!
I'm out of mana.
I'm guessing Western Europe, French, maybe Danish. So it really depends. On my mom's side, full-blooded Italian. On my dad's side, I am an absolute and utter mutt. My grandmother was Mexican. My grandfather was Scottish. But also possibly German. I don't really know. I never really met the guy. My dad swears up and down we're not Mexican, but my grandmother used to call me Hito, so pretty sure that falls into that specific category.
I'm out of mana.
There we go. All right, full-blooded Italian. Yep, that's what my mom's side is. But we're like the calm Italians. Like we don't think being loud and obnoxious is a personality trait. And I'm not saying anything bad about other Italians, but there's like a difference between like back Eastern Sicilian Italians and like what we are.
Time to prepare that.
There we go. You're proud of being Ukrainian? I would too. Right about now. Lethal Shrine. What's that? Does that give me more killy stabby stuff?
I'm not ready yet.
Alright, I need 6 more seconds. Come on, let's all gather around. Let's all gather around. Let's all gather around. 2 more seconds. Okay, let's do this. And... oh, that hurt! Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Canned Parmesan? Honestly, I don't really have a bad opinion of canned Parmesan. I have a bad opinion of, like, I've become a bit of a mozzarella snob. Like, I am a mozzie snob. And you know what's funny is I don't fuck with tomatoes. I do not fuck with tomatoes. I don't. You can ask my wife. I don't touch them any other time. With the exception of caprese. Caprese is the only time I will eat tomatoes. It was always strange. Like, the first time my wife saw me eat caprese, it was like, you're eating straight up just tomatoes and mozzie. And I'm like, yeah, that's the only type that I will eat. Yeah, I'm weird like that. I guess that's my Italian blood. Except as oh, of course, a sauce. Yeah, I eat a sauce. You died by tomato, Diablo 4 death. The free world has your back 100%. Absolutely. Again, I think I've said this before on my channel. I was never emotionally invested in what was going on in Ukraine. Originally, I wasn't. I'm going to be totally fair with you, right? I was not. And then I started seeing the enemy devolve into ISIS tactics. And that, for me, that... don't know what I'm doing in this dungeon, but I'm doing it really, really well.
I need time to prepare that. I'm not ready yet.
Come on. Come on, let's go. Don't you know? I sound like a fucking Canuck. Russian turret go, wee! You say it was difficult swapping from controller to keyboard and mouse combo. On this game, yes. Back in the day, I used to play like Halo 2, OG style, on the fucking computer, so. Shout out to the Rigurdan Empire. Hope your day gets better. Jesus. That mozzarella is like the cod of cheese. No taste at all. COVID experience, but with fever. Ooh. Yeah, I'm send troops if they get mowed down. Lots of artillery repeat. We talking about Russian tactics? That's the only reason I asked. Putin said 5 Patriot complexes destroyed in Ukraine. This is the thing. People think a Patriot battery is 1 launcher. No. It's up to 8 launchers and ECS, BCP. Well, they're not getting BCPs. You don't need a BCP. We have BCPs. ECS, radar, EPP, and AMG. That's a Patriot battery, along with a GMT. GMT is ground missile transport. Or guided missile transport. Shit. Yeah. Russian tactics. Those 2 words don't belong together. Read a few lines up. Hold on. I'm trying to find it, man. I didn't see it. If Russia actually wanted to destroy Patriot, I mean, any air defense system, you take out the radar, it's blind. That's any and all air defense systems. Yep. What's up, fuck nug? Fuck nuggets? I was like, I can't get the words out. Ooh, gold. 5 barrels. Ooh, there's a thingy, did ya? There's a what you did ya thingy majigger. God, die snaky, die snaky. Oh no, okay. I'm a slither little snaky snake. Sorry, I'm. Who let me be an adult? And there we go. Adulting is overrating. Letting us being adults is a mistake. I don't like adulting. Alright, we're gonna just kabam! Everybody's a popsicle now. Yo, I just got one-shotted by something. What the hell just happened? I wasn't even low on health. Just immediately gone. Okay, well, they're getting the serpent. They're getting the serpent. I got the fire serpent. It's a slither little sneaky snake. You guys tested, and now you're getting... Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Whoa, there's a lot of sons of bitches. Oh my god, run away. Run away! Oh, no, that's what I need. Okay, we're gonna thin this herd out a little bit. We're gonna just take a little lap. 3 seconds. Alright, got a few of them leveled out. Jesus! Why is there so many in this one little area of the dungeon? This is excessive. All right, there we go. I got some good hits in there. Let's break out those again. Jesus Christ. That was an excessive amount of bad guys.
I'm not ready yet. I'm low on precious mana.
We're gonna just keep doing that. Yep. Bastard. Why was there so many right here? Ooh, what is this? Ah, I don't know what it is doing. Okay, that was scary. Still holds up. Question, does the US use the FAL? No, not that I'm aware of. I've never seen an FAL. Not in, like, our armories. Oh, man, I shouldn't have kept going. Now I need to wait for my ice frost blast thing again. Actually, maybe not. There we go.
I need time to prepare that.
How it... This spider host shit... Bastard. It looks really good with this. Oh, comrade, the other country have done wrong too. Yeah, you know, we made our mistakes a while back. Okay, let's... Popsicles. I love my popsicles. Oh, that big moon mauler guy. Let's just leave the serpents there with him. You know, I'm loving this Frostfire combo. I found this thing on the internet, and it works out pretty well. Even when you're me and you're not very good at this game.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, of course, I'm not ready yet. Fucking jackass.
Out of mana.
Ow! Jesus. Those guys hit really hard. Come on.
I'm not ready yet.
It's gonna blow up again. No, 46 seems... Oh, yeah, sorry, I'm level 46, my bad. Just awaits to be found. Did I miss it? Did I miss the chest? Are you fucking with me? Are you actually a dev for this game, homie? Nox, what are you... Yeah, that's our totally normal house here on Fort Sill. Nox was standing at the door, staring out into the hallway, nobody there, and the lights were flickering. That's totally normal. In our totally normal house. How could Ukraine win the war? Well, first it's going to start with suppression of enemy air defense. Take out the S-300s and S-400s. Because it doesn't matter who you are, even the US. If you destroy our air defense systems, you leave us open to three-dimensional attack. Because then you can use combined arms battalion tactics, like the United States has used for years, the UK has used for years, the fucking Australians have used for years, Germany has used these for years, right? Once you eliminate an enemy's ability to conduct air defense, they are hopelessly outgunned. Because you can engage with them, and the second you start getting pinned down by an overwhelming force, well, guess what? Now the sky is wide open. So that's how, like, the US used A-10s to such great effect, because the Taliban didn't have any more stingers. They didn't have anything left, because they'd already used up all the shit we gave them. So, alright, what's up, guys? We're gonna just go down here and... Alright, we're gonna just put that up. We're gonna take one of those. Come on, Impaler. You want some? And that's why we deploy. But yeah, so suppression of enemy air defense, elimination of enemy air defense. Once you get those both out of the way, it's just steamroll. What both sides, maybe the puppy saw, with the Ukrainian F-16s be networked with NATO data link. I wouldn't doubt it, but it won't be networked with our data link because... how do I word that? No, but they'll get plenty of information. They have some of the best training in the world, apparently. Who are we talking about? Canadian soldiers. I've never worked directly with Canadian soldiers. I've heard good things. No, well, okay. I've seen Canadians at work. I've never worked with Canadians. My only experience with the Canadian military is not really much of an experience. I was pulling tower guard. We were at a place called the Strong Point. It was just an Afghan dude's house we were living in. And all of a sudden, fucking behind our cop, we hear just an explosion and like 3 gunshots. Just, you know, wham, pop, pop. That's it. So obviously some shit's happening. So everyone up on the walls, we're fucking armed to the teeth. And then we see about 40 fucking dudes walking down the road right next to where we're living, all in zip cuffs. No idea who they were. And escorting them is 4 dudes in full tactical gear, all painted up and shit like that. And they're escorting these guys down the road. And weird-ass camo, weird-ass weapons, shit I'd never seen before. And I was just like, I mean, obviously they're not Taliban, so they're not our enemy. I don't know who the fuck these guys are. And so we just kind of... And, like, they didn't even know we were there. We're just like, hey. They're like, oh, hey. And they just kept on moving. Later on, we found out that was Canadian Special Forces that had been operating in RAO. They were like, yeah, they will let us know next time they do any operations in RAO. And I was like, yeah, okay. Sure. But yeah, that was my only experience with Canadians, and it was Canadian Special Forces. So I couldn't tell you about regular forces.
I'm not ready yet.
I like that build with that snake. That snake comes back a lot more often than I use it. I need to start using it more. God damn it. Whoa, 3 of them sons of bitches. That hurt. That hurt. Sorry fellas. Can you not? You know, them fucking hydras put in work. Wait. Take it easy, Snafu. Hold on. Maybe a mix of British with a lot of crazy ingenuity. You talking about the Canadians? You know, the metaphor about Russia, British, American. How would you add Canada to the metaphor? You talking about the one where I talk about the different military, the old joke, like if you shoot at them, this happens. If you shoot at them, this happens. I don't know if Russia's in that one, but So I'll be honest with you. I didn't know Canada was like super fucking bad and dangerous for the longest time. But enough people said things in my comment section that I decided to go look things up. God bless.
I'm not ready yet.
Hold on. The original joke, Russia was not in it. Subsequent joke, the Russians charged when shot at. Okay. I haven't heard that version. What is happening, Lucent? I'm trying to read that, but... So, yeah, Canada and the U.S. do tend to get lumped together. We operate relatively similarly. I don't say this in a derogatory way, which is weird because a lot of Americans do say it in a derogatory way. Our vast, overpowering military allows other NATO allies the privilege of just focusing on special operations. Not in a negative way, but it's just because the U.S. has pretty much everything else covered, everyone else gets to focus on just special operations. And it isn't, again, not a negative thing, not me talking shit, it's just, it's facts. We're more or less the world police. Really, even after running into Canadian SF, you didn't think Canadian were bad? No, I'm not saying that. Yeah, they're badass. Like they did their job quite well. They, no complaints from me. Watch Helsing abridged. I will be negative to the Canadian military. Stop using the ASV as junk. No, Canadians have done, I mean, historically, really, really bad things. And, like, we joke about war crimes. I joke about war crimes. But, damn, that's how you clear a fucking room right there. I hit everything in the exact time I was supposed to. That's how I wiped everybody out. Gurkhas. I like Gurkhas. I actually met a few Gurkhas. So there's a video I made on TikTok a long time ago talking about Gurkhas. I talked about Diprasad Pun and what he did in Afghanistan. Like, the dude was a badass. Gurkhas have an absolute fighting style. I will tell you this. There's a big rumor that Gurkhas... if they unsheath their kukri, it has to taste blood. That's not true. And that's from a Gurkha. Like, that is from a Gurkha that I met, where at the base I was at, they had British Rangers, which are a new thing. People are like, Britain doesn't have Rangers. Yes, they do. They were United Kingdom Rangers, which is, they're filling the same kind of special operations role that American Rangers do, which is like a specialized infantry battalion. So it's the same role, right? Like, Special Forces isn't Rangers any more than Rangers are Special Forces, right? Like, they have different roles. You wouldn't need two of them. It's like when people ask, like, which one's more badass, they have different roles. But anyways, so they have British Rangers there, and I was talking about Gurkhas to some of my soldiers, and one of the British guys walks by, and he's like, "Hey, we've got a couple of Gurkhas here. You want to meet one?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I would. I would love to meet a Gurkha." So I went over there and talked to him, and I asked about the kukri, and he's like, "Hey, no, it's right here." He pulled it out. He's like, "Yeah, this is." I was like, "Doesn't it have to taste blood?" He's like, "No, that's an old wives' tale. Like, it's not a real thing." He had a real thick accent. It was kind of interesting. It was a Nepalese accent with a British overlay on the English side. It was really hard to understand the guy, but he was super cool. Both of them. There was two guys there, both Gurkhas. Really, really nice people. You do really good accents. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Oh, man. All right. God. God damn, I was almost dying again. Yeah, how do you like them apples? Oh, the face country videos? This is the thing, man, they're like really easy to make, and I watch the news and I'm like, I can make fun of that. There's a lot of things happening right now in the world, so I gotta Ever heard of a jam jar grenade made with syrup? No. Australian British accent. Sorry, did I fuck it up? I am wearing my friend, the Fat Electrician. A lot of people used to compare us when we did similar style videos. Oh, you're trying to be a knockoff Fat Electrician. And people do that even when people do green screen videos like me. I don't own the content, guys. But anyways. And, Fat Electrician is a good dude. He's awesome. We are friends. I have his cell phone number. I also have... So, like, a lot of you guys don't realize that a lot of us creators know each other. Like, I was on Preston's... If you guys watch Preston Stewart, he had a recent podcast drop. I was on Preston Stewart's podcast for the second time. He asked about Patriot, and that's where I get a little bit more serious. And I talk about, like, how the system works, how it integrates with other things, what it's designed to do. And that's where I break down a little bit more serious stuff. Because I try to be as much as I can a master of my craft. Am I perfect? No. I want to learn stuff all the time. I value perpetual learning. That's one of the things that my students... I want to get through to them when they come to my class. If they show me that the doctrine has changed and I just haven't been updated yet, I need to humble myself. And in front of my students, so previously you were never wrong in front of your students. Like, you could never be wrong. And I'm always like, hey, guess what? I just learned something too. Like, the number one rule in my classroom is always, you will learn something. And sometimes I'm the one learning something. Oftentimes what the students learn in my class is that they didn't read the rubric properly, but they learn nonetheless. You're doing gameplay, you're copying PewDiePie. Satire comedy at its best. Absolutely, man. Everyone has to have a thick skin. Like, you just gotta, you know... Do India versus China in the mountains with America giving India the info. Ooh. I can't get the Indian accent right. Like... What are you doing? Hold on, I gotta hear myself. What are you doing? You fucking hacker cunt! You gotta, like, instead of saying, like, the C word like you would with an Australian, you gotta put, like, an R in there. Hacker cunt. Like, it's but you gotta, like, say it, like, from your abdomen. You gotta, what are you doing? Like, you gotta, like, push with your stomach when you're saying it and drop, like, it's a hard accent to do, man. I can't, yeah. Bloody, fuck you, bloody. Like, I mean, I can only quote certain things that I've heard on the internet. I've never really tried to create an Indian accent. You know, I actually never thought about that. Replace all the T's with the D's. I never thought about that. I do Hindu in the Indian accent pretty well. I had a friend of mine at work. He just PCS'd. He did one. It was phenomenal, man. Like, we'd be playing video games and he'd just drop it out of nowhere. What are you doing? Just, bro, it was so fucking good. I was rolling every single time, man. You need practice. Say we want to talk to you about... No, I can't say that. I did that joke at the ball though last night. When I was, you know, doing my... it was kind of pretty much stand up, and we had this big vertebrae that we put together, this big backbone, and each vertebrae is a rank of the NCO Corps, and each person came up and I am a staff sergeant, I am a sergeant, right? So I had to have jokes to segue each section to keep people engaged. And one of the jokes I had, I was checking the backbone and I leaned up to one of the guards and I was like, we've been trying to reach you regarding your car's extended warranty. And believe it or not, that joke actually killed pretty well. So, yeah. I didn't even get to half of my jokes. I love this fire and ice build. I'm a big fan.
I'm not ready yet.
Nailed it. Hey, maybe sometime we can do a video collab. Tried doing one with the Russian Badger, but he never responded. I'll be honest with you, Rigurdan Empire. I've never seen your stuff. I don't know. I'll check it out after I'm off stream, dude. I don't mind. I'm willing to collab with people, but with the green screen videos, it's really, really hard. That's why I'm trying to find somebody. I'll probably, once I'm done buying my AGSUs, I'll probably go on Fiverr and see if I can find someone to code like an app that I can have on my phone that I can do that with. outside of TikTok so I can make that easier, that I have the rights to, but I don't know. Comedians made a joke out of a superpower. You know, that's fair. Am I pals with Ryan Beck? No, a lot of people tagged him, or not tagged him, but tagged me, or told me about his stuff. So I went and checked it out, and he had one about Patriot, and most of it was pretty accurate. Like, honestly, Ryan Macbeth, he did a really, really good job. Like, when it comes to publicly available information, there's some things you won't know. Like, if you read it, it reads one way, but you won't know unless you operate the system, which is, that's for all jobs in the military, man. Like, I can read about how to operate a 777, but unless I've operated it, I don't know exactly how that works, right? Like, you guys understand, like, the difference between doctrinal knowledge and, like, experience, right? One is not a substitute for the other. But yeah, should do one with Laser Pig. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I don't know if Laser Pig even knows who I am. Necromancer and name it Habitual Crossdresser. Yeah. You know, Angry Cops actually called me that once. I used to roast people way back when on TikTok. And I still enjoy doing it, but just TikTok got real mad about it. And so I roasted Angry Cops, and he roasted me back and called me Habitual Crossdresser. Probably one of the highlights of my adult life, but my video got taken down for harassment and bullying, and his got taken down for harassment and bullying because fucking internet, yeah.
I'm not ready yet.
God fucking damn it. I must be getting close to that damn thing. If I'm getting this much fight. Did I miss it? Oh no, it keeps going down there. Shit. Luckily, I have the ability to heal. It's down here. It was blow up in my face. You can never get your roast right. Oh no, man! I think everybody should be roasted in their life. Like, I even roasted the Marine Corps a little bit while I was doing my little thing for the ball. It was a light roast. And, like, obviously, I don't want to have 40 Marines waiting for me outside, ready to beat my ass, but. Fucking Hydra, man, it's so good. Alright, I'm gonna let myself heal for a second. I'm just gonna chill. If I remember, 2 of the things you're looking for is down below in the gathering place. Down there to get the last one. Should be. I mean, I might be getting close. Hello, yeah. That's why somebody, I can't remember his name, every time he comes in he says the massacre at Tiananmen Square. I don't know if you guys know this. This is an old thing. If you're ever on like Xbox Live at like 2 in the morning and you're seeing a bunch of like Chinese and shit like that and you're in your lobby with you because the lobbies get a lot smaller and sometimes they bounce you overseas because they're like the busiest during that time, or they bounce them over here. All you really have to do is mention the massacre at Tiananmen Square a few times and you'll start seeing them get kicked out of the match because the CCCP monitors internet that much. So all you really have to do, like I've done it before on like Call of Duty match, the massacre at Tiananmen Square, people like, a bunch of dudes like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I saw like 3 people like bloop just drop out. Yeah, it's a it's kind of a fucked up thing to do. So yeah, life hack. Oh shit. All right, come on everybody, gather around, that's all right. We go, got him. That turned out very, very, oh shit, I must have my full inventory? Wow. Okay, I can open that. A veiled crystal. Oh, those are better. Wait, are they? Hold on. Okay, we'll just go that. trash. That's trash. 1 rank of Frost Nova. We'll take it. 2 ranks of Frost Nova. Never mind. We'll keep the old one. I can't use that anyways. Can't use that. Can't use that. Ice shards. I don't use ice shards. Charge bolts. I don't use. Damage to injured enemies. Ooh, what am I losing? Oh no, I'll keep the old one. 5% fire damage. Let me do some comparison here. What's about the other one? 6.5 fire damage. Oh man, alright. Well, I guess I'm losing regeneration. Balls. 915 armor. This one has 2 empty sockets. Pyromancy skill damage. It's the exact same. But I get pyromancy. What does this one do? On armor, damage reduction while fortified. We'll take it. Maximum life. I'll take some maximum life. What do we got here? Crude. Lightning resistance. I don't really care about lightning resistance. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to read through this. Get a skull on your weapon to get life on kills. Oh shit, yeah, I should do that. I don't have any skulls. I need to do that in the future. Yeah. Swap that Yellowstone. Until I get to max level, I don't have any like dedication, and I'm not really working any build aside from the skills. The Raptor. So the Raptor has some news that happened recently, and I'm hoping to get a video out maybe tomorrow. Maybe? Question mark. I got family coming into town. I have surgery on Tuesday. I was just the MC for the Backbone Ball. I have been crazy busy, guys, and I try and pump out content as fast as I possibly can because I want you guys to have it. What is actually happening in game? So right now we're inside a dungeon, and I have to get those 3 things in there and fight these 2 sons of bitches.
Jason Smith, Super what is actually happening in game right now? What's the...
I fucked him up real bad. Let's get you vulnerable again. And you're gone. Oh, he gone. Alright. Oh, and I got his buddy too. Gotta love those snakes.
Khalid took the last of the warriors out to face the flesh eaters. The rest of us will try to shore up our defenses here. I am loath to spill cursed blood.
7. Collect blood edge spears.
But I shall.
Where's the last spear? It's all the way back down there. Shit. So that wasn't the boss fight. For real surgery? Yeah, I have a hernia. That's all it is. Nothing crazy, you know, just work real hard. Shit happens. Not the end of the world. But yeah, I'll be going under the knife Tuesday. I'm naturally a little bit nervous, but you know, positive thoughts. Shit happens. Not the end of the world. Damn, you wanted a Raptor story? No, it's cool. The Raptor, we're gonna get something put together. I gotta go. I bet up here. Oh, of course. I mean, TRICARE's stepping up their damn game, dude. I'm telling you. So I got scheduled for the surgery, and then I got called by a nurse, and they're like, "Yeah, we're your in-home nurse, and we're gonna like they come a couple times a week, and there's a physical therapist swinging by my house and shit." And I was like, "For real? For ectopic surgery on a fucking? All right, let's do it." So yeah, run over by a $10 truck. Hey, thank you so much. This is the thing. I will never in a million years say, not be grateful. Like, I hate that. You guys have seen it, like streamers and shit like that. They're like, if you can't afford this, just get out of my stream. I will never be that way, man. Like, I grew up where you treat everybody equal. I've worked shit jobs, man. Like, even now, right? So, like, I'm a sergeant first class, I'm in uniform, prim and proper, and when I walk past, like, you know, a construction worker, a janitor or something like that, like, working in my building, I'm like, excuse me, sir, you know, like, and I move past them, like, oh, you know, excuse me, you know, like, I pay them the same respect because I've been there, man. I've been a fucking janitor at Ivinson Memorial Hospital in fucking Laramie, Wyoming. Like, everybody, so anytime anyone, again, my stuff will always and has always been free. It will always be free. That's just the person that I am, man. I want you guys to be entertained. I want you to enjoy yourself because the world's a shit place. It doesn't matter if it's a penny, if it's fucking $50, $100, I don't care. I will always be grateful and I'll always be thankful that you guys chose to spend some of your time with me. Whether there's money involved or not money involved. That's just the person that I am. Bad Bunny, you can't have $5. The streamer who made that rant turned out to be super racist. Really? Wild. Wait, did you say good luck, homie? You know what I'm walking into? Son of a bitch. Alright, okay, this ain't too bad. So, alright, I've fought one of these before. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Whoop. I'm just gonna make them vulnerable real quick. Oh, we're gonna just... I'll take both of those, or at least one of those. Whoop. You leave me alone. You can't have my booty. I need both these. Whoop. We're gonna just put that right out there. Damage over time. We'll take it. Alright, then we're gonna hit him again once we get past half health. Right about. Boom, he just got there, so then we're gonna go. Ooh, alright. That didn't work as well as I'd hoped, but we'll take it. God damn it! You can't have my booty!
I'm not ready yet.
We're gonna just, Oh, come on.
I'm not ready yet.
Nailed it. Oh yeah, this Fire and Frost build is like broken as shit. Whoop. As long as I keep moving, we are good to go. Whoop. Whoa, hey. No means no. Well, hold on, the Raven. Let's take some chunks out of this. Cancel my retirement. No more aircraft in the air. Hold on. The VA is giving me a couple of epidurals for my back. Oh, ouch. Did I say something about autistic? Honestly, if I let it slip, I'm so sorry. You know, I don't mean it as a derogatory term. I really don't.
My burden is too great.
Hope I didn't. All right, hold on. Knowledge, lucky hit. Ooh, that crit damage though. You know, I'll keep what I got. What am I losing? I love this thing with this magical bubble. Oh. I've seen soldiers, hold on. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being autistic, man. There's nothing wrong with being any kind of mental disability, like at all whatsoever. Yeah. Autists of the world unite. This guy gets it. You know, there's... Hold on. You're trying to stack enough speed and ice shards on sorcerer to be an A10? No, you're good, line crosser. Someone said they was ADHD, so I told him I was autistic. You good, bro? All right, cool. Just making sure, man. I don't want, like, don't get me wrong. I'm all about poking fun at people. I'm gonna poke fun at you guys. I expect you to poke fun at me. Like, shit happens. I understand some of that is kind of lost in translation through text message when you guys are like texting, right? So if you're giving me a hard time, just put like an LOL or a smiley face at the end, just so I know you're just giving me shit. Because it's kind of hard to read. Sometimes there are a lot of haters out there. That being said, I don't want anyone to feel like they're ostracized while they're here on the stream, hanging out with me and just spending some time here together. You have ADHD? I probably have undiagnosed ADHD. I won't lie to you. I probably do. Oh, because of the pun. Now, where's this sumbitch? Oh, it's all the way back up there. Alright, first we're going to offload some shit. Trolls suck. Let's have fun. Absolutely, man. And that's the thing. Sometimes I block people and I'm like, were they trolling? I don't know. Or like, just not trolling, but like, just give me a hard time. Because I don't want to be a, you know, like a snowflake either. I want to, you know, but I don't know. If I don't know somebody, it's hard for me to be like chill about it. Let me see. Where is the fucking blacksmith? There he is. I need to tear some stuff down just in case. Actually, I have nothing to tear down. Everything gets sold. All right, cool. It all can be sold. Dun, 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 dun. How do I sell again? Oh, yeah, right there. I'm used to doing this on Xbox. Alright, so let's go. I guess I got a long way to go. Here's an ADHD joke for us. Hold on. Fuck. So, you gotta understand, man. So, okay, I'm gonna teach you something here, regurgitin. I hope I don't fuck up your name, man. I'm sorry. I'm a little like I'm probably undiagnosed dyslexic. I got weird things that I remember and weird things that I don't. So. It's alright, Raven. I'm a lousy gamer too, man. But anyways, here's what I want everyone to get through their head is just because thank you so much, Lord Harding. P.O.K.? Oh, a sleepy puppy. Yeah, Nox is out. He I had to take him to get his glands done today because he's been licking his ass a lot.
Super chatted $3.76. Pock.
Him's a sleepy boy. What was that? Oh my god, now I forgot. 70 rounds a second. Yep. Oh, sorry. Yeah, is letting people get to you. Here's the thing, man. Those fucking trolls, they're projecting their level of hatred for themselves. Like when I go on the internet and I post a video and I see a lot of you really enjoying it, like that's what fills me up, man. Like I get filled up with the happiness that you guys, are projecting to me. Like that makes me very happy. And then you see user 2277664 or some shit like that, right? Some fucking loser who will never be anything but a troll on the internet, right? I'm out here trying to make people happy. I'm out here trying to make people laugh. Like I'm trying to do something and they're going to write that comment. And chances are they're very unhappy in their life, so they're just projecting that level of just anger, right? Most likely individuals like that don't even believe what they're saying. And as soon as they're done typing it, they kind of, drool coming out their mouth because they have two brain cells both competing for third place. And they go on with their day and they never think about you again. Don't get hung up on people, man. Because they're going to be nothing but losers. Guess what? They don't sign my paychecks. They don't fucking... They're not the moderators on my channel. They're not anything like that. They are nothing to me. There's thousands of people out there that love the things that I do. Those are the ones that I focus on. Because you're always going to have haters, man. Doesn't matter how big or small you're going to get, you have fucking haters. When I drive by, I have a lifted Ram outside. When I drive by in that lifted Ram that has an exhaust system and a light bar on it, I guarantee dudes on the side of the road think that I have a little wiener. That's fine. I don't care. It means nothing to me. I mean, I do, but, you know, it's neither here nor there, right? But... Hang on. You want him to get up real quick? I'm going to grab the treats. He hasn't heard it yet. I'm gonna shake it. Ray jumped up right in front of the camera. Alright. Miss Rain. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get Knox up here. Come on, bud. Come on, Buffalo.
Lorne Harding super chatted $3.76. Come on, people, the puppies need squeaky toys.
They have plenty of toys. They're all downstairs though. This is their... Tell you what, okay. You each get one more. There's Rain. Rain won't jump up. She's just a little old shy lady. Alright, go on, Buffalo. Go lay down, bud. I love you. Love you, my best bud. My money's going towards none. Oh, no. It's quite alright. It's quite alright, Samantha. Like, again, no one has to donate anything. Nobody has to. I just... If you want to, I will never stop you, right? Like, that's the way that I work. It's begging. Whatever's aren't even haters. They're paid trolls. Some of them... So here's the thing. I don't think there's as many paid trolls out there as a lot of people think they are. There's a lot of Dunning-Krugers out there, which I didn't even know that phrase existed. I had no idea that Dunning-Kruger was a thing, right? But if you guys are unfamiliar with that term, I will give you the definition. It is when somebody greatly overestimates their knowledge on a subject. Like that, I don't know if you saw the video I did with that guy, that African dude, who was like talking about Patriot. Has anyone there like gone and looked at what like the rest of his videos are? It's sad. He's like, so he doesn't even know what words he's using. He's unfamiliar with the words that he is using, right? And that could be an English thing, that could be a many different thing, right? But like he has a video on some Chinese hypersonic drone that they came up with. Okay. And he's like, this is China's new hypersonic drone. Okay. And then he's like, this is capable of destroying all American stealth aircraft. And then, but he doesn't elaborate. Like he just says it is, and the source is trust me, bro. Like, and he's just trying to confirm his own biases. That's all he's trying to do. If you guys read through my comment section, someone says something that I disagree with, but is factual, I will always say, like, all right, I don't agree with you, but you're telling the truth. So, yeah, that's fair, right? And I want that kind of truth to be out there, right? Because I don't want any, like, political ideology or anything like it to push anybody anywhere. I want the truth. I want people to know the truth. China wishes. Quick, someone leave. Oh, man, is there only 69 of y'all in here? I mean, I say only, right? If you're the smartest person in the room, you're the wrong room, from my experience. Yeah, I love being around people who are more intelligent than me, because I just try and absorb as much as I can. I will tell you this, like, as a leader in the United States military, and the one thing that I want to get through to all leaders in the United States military, there's only two things, and I teach my students this. There's only two things that you can teach your people that no one else can teach them for you. And that is, number one, that you have no idea what the hell you're doing. And number two, that you never shut the fuck up. I can walk into any formation in the United States Army and I can say, hey man, I hear your first sergeant doesn't know what he's doing. No one will believe me until he proves me right. I can say, oh man, he never shuts up. No one will believe me until he proves me right. Those are the only two things that you can teach people. But give no proof. Sorry. I shot down all but one of the Patriots. The truth is out there. X-Files. Doodle-doo. Or, shit, I don't know that. I almost did the X-Men theme, not X-Files. Missile knows where. I love those missile videos. I love those fucking things. Oh, what is that, an SU? I think the guy who makes those watches my videos, because I'll say something and then it gets referenced in one of his, and I'm like, haha, nice. Like, I wish we were friends. I don't know where those videos come from. They're shared everywhere. 22 doesn't leave evidence. You know, that's fair. Have you missed anything good? I mean, so I was standing back there with no pants. You kind of missed that. I'm just kidding. I have shorts on. All right, guys, let's go this way. We're all gonna get over here togetherness. Now everyone's together. Now you're all gonna die. Ghost wand. It's like a ghost gun, but in wand form. Again, that's another thing. I am a 100% like free American. I think everybody should be free to do whatever the fuck they want. It doesn't affect my life. I don't care. Oh, you think it's safe to let your neighbor have a rocket launcher? Yeah, because I'm gonna have one too. Oh, you think everybody should be able to do whatever drugs they want? Yeah, that is a self-solving problem. Well, what if someone in your family did hard drugs? They have. Don't give a shit. Well, nobody deserves to die. That is a strictly American opinion. Lots of people deserve to die. Charles Manson deserved to die. Ed Gein deserved to die. Jeffrey Dahmer deserved to die. Adolf Hitler, Joseph Stalin, Attila the Hun, Genghis Khan. A lot of them deserved to fucking die because they were terrible, awful people. Fuck. I hate that. No one deserves to die. There's people that deserve to die. Okay, I'm gonna just be fair. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Caden. Oh, I just bit my lip. That hurt. There's, while I do agree some people would disagree with that. So I try not to, like, current events, try and stay out of those as much as I can, right? Oop, oh man, we are in a bad spot here, folks. We're gonna just do some laps here. We've been trying to reach you regarding your fucking car's extended warranty. Mr. Rogers type neighbor 2. Exactly! I agree there are people who deserve to die. People who think that no one deserves to die are very soft and don't know the evil of humans. Humans are... I have learned two things about humanity since I've been in the United States military. I've learned two things. Never underestimate a human's capacity for compassion. We are incredibly compassionate creatures. We will take a small creature like a dog or a cat or a ferret or whatever and pour all of our love into it. We are incredibly compassionate creatures. We are also very, very, very prone to violence. So, never underestimate a human's capacity for compassion, and never underestimate a human's capacity for violence. Those are two things that I have learned about humanity since I've been all over the world and fought in wars and shit. You'll find compassion in weird places. We had two cats in Afghanistan. One was named Tally, the other was Bam. We had a monkey. His name was Monkey. Motherfucker kept on stealing Oreos. Little bastard. I kind of miss Monkey, though. I don't know what kind of monkey he was. I have a picture of him somewhere. Yeah. You just noticed the dog cam? Yeah! Humans are smart. Yes. I think Men in Black probably summed it up the best. Like, people are like, well, why doesn't America need to know this? I thought about making a satirical video. For those of you who are in or have been in, think about your mentality after your first threat brief. How did you feel after your first threat brief? Probably drank yourself to sleep. Maybe called your parents and told them you love them. Like, a person is smart. People are, like, that's what I love about Men in Black. They said it best. People are crazy, impulsive, emotional things, right? Well, I thought humans were prone to have overreacting feelings. And the Wombo combo of those two, you're so overwhelmingly happy to squeeze something to death. You know, that's fair. But back to something dumb I said, Patriot. If it's being targeted, it's doing its job. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that they're targeting Patriot. It shows a couple of things, right? The sheer volume that they're throwing at Patriot shows their hand. It shows what would overwhelm one of their systems. Like, we've theorized what could overwhelm an S-400. We've overwhelmed S-300s in the past because Iraq had them. We've theorized how to overwhelm an S-400, but if you're throwing that, you know that can overwhelm your systems. So you're assuming that their systems are equivalent to yours. You're showing your hand. That's about a basic air battle. in my neck of the woods. I've fought a lot harder than that. Simulation, of course, but yeah. Remember the YouTube rewind a few years back when there was so many natural disasters, and remember the part where it showed the block along lines, donate the hope? Yeah, absolutely. Yes, so it's okay. It's okay, Caden. It's not the worst thing in the world. Yes, so the United States is a learning machine. Everything we do, we learn from. Our systems learn. If we use something and it doesn't go according to plan, we learn. Even if we manage to get through it, we learn. We have things like CALL, Center for the Army Lessons Learned. We have things like what is it called? DATE, the Decisive Action Training Environment, where we take real life scenarios with real kind of fucking monkey wrenches that were thrown into things, and we throw those situations at officers at an institutional level and NCOs at an institutional level and force them to plan through these things, right? Not to necessarily give them tunnel vision and be like, this happened before, but to show them how things that have happened in the past can affect decisions in the future. So we put an incredible amount into understanding past failures. We throw a ton, like I would say probably 2/3 of what the military in general does is learn from its past mistakes. That is what we do. We make mistakes on purpose. We throw things at ourselves on purpose. If you saw like what an air battle really entails, the foundation target set, the threat focus tracks, the evaluation criteria, the stows that we throw at people, you'd look at that. And the first time I looked at it, I was like, that's physically fucking impossible. There's no human in the world that can do that. There's so much going on so fast. How in the fuck do you do that? And then I threw myself into the hot seat. It's not easy, but it's doable, right? So we learn from our past experiences. We are a learning machine. I'm up, he sees me, I'm down. Exactly. Where's Knox? He's laying down right in front of the camera. Buffalo. Want a cookie? His ears just perked up, but he hasn't moved. Let me grab the cookies. Oh, there's his head popped up as soon as I reached for the cookies. Do I think World War III could break out? I do. We're in scary times right now. Okay, so I'm also a historian, right? I like history. Back in the 1930s, the Emperor of Japan put out a mentality, like his big thing was Asia for the Asians. That was his big thing. Asia for the Asians, the Empire of Japan. Fast forward to 2020, Xi Jinping produced it was either a book, a memoir, or something like that. Asia for the Asians. Did somebody... do I have a fucking viewer in here? Seriously? Do I follow the Fat Electrician? Absolutely, man. He sent me this shirt. Are ADA guys high IQ gamers in a not in a derogatory way? Yeah, pretty much. Our games are very meticulous, and everything matters. So anyway, so there's the Xi Jinping thing, right? Asia for the Asians. Right at the end of World War I, beginning of World War II, there was a guy, had a nice little mustache, right? Didn't really have the greatest opinion of the Jewish community. Started annexing land. Started out with Austria, then moved on to... oh shit, there was another one. There's like one or two more that he annexed. And then he invaded Poland and invaded France, right? Well, somebody else, 70 years later, annexed a couple pieces of land. Crimea, stuff like that, right? Then invaded Ukraine. History right now is lining up the exact same way it did, just different contenders in different positions, right? The exact same way it did 80 years ago for World War II. The parallels are mind-blowing. There was a lot of posturing towards each other. China's playing nice with us. We know China's playing nice with us. Same thing the Empire of Japan did until they struck a fight or hit us with everything they had. The world is lining up that way. Guy with mustache, Chaplin? No. Austria, the Czechs, yes. Czech Republic, yep. Best way to censor? Yeah. The guy had a mustache, didn't necessarily have the highest opinion of the Jewish community. Yeah, that's the best way. What the hell? Why is it? I just did that mission. Fuck you. I'm not going back there. Fuck it. I mean, I'm over my 2 hours anyway, so we'll just talk for a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the game though. Guy with the mustache ruined that look. They don't like that entire part of their history. They didn't erase it. They teach it as like it's a bad thing. I've never been to Germany, but I know anything Nazism is highly like not just frowned upon, but is you'll get like there was a kid who drew a mustache on the a poster of the I think it's the Prime Minister, and is now serving 6 months. Yeah, they don't fuck around with that shit, man. Japan didn't hit. What's your view on the movement of the Russian nukes to Belarus? So I see this both ways because I try to remain as neutral as I can. Is moving those to Belarus putting him in any better position to attack NATO countries? No. Moving them to Belarus has reduced his flight time by maybe 30 seconds. Now making a public show of the fact that he's moving nuclear weapons is just it's a chest beating thing, right? Mutually assured destruction is still a possibility. We do have the best air defense in the world. The United States does. Like, there's no doubt about it. We have the best layered air defense that exists. But you can never in a million years be satisfied with it, right? Like, people are like, can we stop everything? I would never say that we could. I would never chance that. Yeah. I think it means absolutely nothing, because I do see it from both sides. On his side, he thinks it means the world. On our side, it means pretty much nothing to us, because we have nuclear weapons stashed all around Europe with our allies. They're there. And he said that. He's like, me moving these means nothing more than America putting theirs in Europe. And I was like, you know what? Hate to agree with the war criminal, but he's right. You and me both, Samantha. I really hope they're not. Yeah, it is. It's just, have I heard of the guy on TikTok who claims to be the guy with the weird mustache? And has even taunted survivors of the Holocaust. No. I can't think of a more abhorrent thing for a human to do than to make lighthearted jokes and stuff like that. I really can't. They tried, took a couple boats out of action 4 years of grueling war later, and we gave them the sun. You know, you're not wrong. It wasn't an easy fight, though. Is the nukes in Belarus tactical? No. So, it could be. Okay, if you fire them off of an Iskander, which has a limited range, you have now increased their range into NATO territory. But they should be attached to his Sarmat, which is his intercontinental hypersonic, right? I hate that. I hate that the world has discovered the term hypersonic. I hate it. I loathe, because it's a speed threshold and fucking everybody has hit it. So the Sarmat does Mach 20, the American Minuteman missile does Mach 23, and the Trident 2 does Mach 24. It's not unheard of, right? They're all intercontinental. Intercontinental ballistic missile, from the top of my head, I think it's 3,000 miles or 4,200 kilometers range, I think. Don't quote me on those numbers, though. They might be wrong. Depending on my anxiety today, I'll regularly want to vote for Meteor in 2024. You know, you're not wrong. Obligatory engagement. Well, that's the thing, man. It's funny. You see these reports on the news, and they're like, young people are committing suicide. Young people aren't having as many pets, or as many kids. They're having pets instead. Young people are doing this. Young people are doing that, right? And they're thinking that we're getting away from traditional ideologies and lifestyles. And what you have to realize is we have put ourselves, the profit margins are so high right now, but the cost of living is also so high, and people are struggling to get by. The financial burden of bringing a child into this world is ridiculous. Like, why would anyone, if you sat down with a financial planner and said, look, I would rather throw $100,000 in the stock market at the worst possible stock or have a kid, he would be like, having a kid is a worse financial decision than doing that. It just is. I'm sorry. It's fucking terrible. And for those of you who do have children, God bless you. It is hard to make ends meet with kids. I feel for you. I don't have any kids. I don't plan on having any kids. I got the snip for a lot of different reasons, but to each of their own, right? So we sit there and we say like, well, young people aren't having as many kids. Yeah, because it's so expensive to have them. We're barely able to afford the food for ourselves. Why are we going to bring other kids, people into this world, right? Just so you can treat them like shit as well. And then we talk about traditional, we're told that we're being lazy. Now, I will admit Americans are lazy in some respect. And this is an unpopular opinion. I think unions started with the right idea, but now they're the worst possible thing for American companies. They started the right way. They were trying to get, better conditions, better this, better that, better pay. Great idea. Now they're just a manipulatable tool for the company. That's all they are. Strikes are all planned. It's a dumb idea, right? I'm just weird like that. The cost of living is so far through the roof. Like, people can't afford houses. People can't afford like anything right now. The cost of a car. Dude, I went and looked at new trucks. I didn't look at new trucks. I kind of perused the internet for new trucks. I don't think I'll ever buy another truck. They're so goddamn fucking expensive nowadays, right? And like, our pay hasn't come up to match. People talk about, well, like, you shouldn't have $15 an hour for minimum wage. I do agree with that. You shouldn't have $15 an hour for minimum wage. But people who are not working entry-level jobs should be getting paid way the fuck better. I'm weird. I think that the parts of healthcare that cannot be abused should be absolutely free for every American. And here's why. Dialysis can't be abused. It should be free for Americans. We spent a whole bunch of money buying all these fucking COVID vaccines. The government can't afford it. So why not dialysis, insulin, and chemo? Let's start with those. Dialysis, insulin, and chemo cannot be abused. Nobody ever got high off of fucking insulin. Can't be abused. So why are we not providing those for people? Or why are we not like price capping those? It's fucking ridiculous. I'm weird. I believe like people should be better taken care of. I want to start a business, and I want to start a business with the thought process in mind that I want to treat people so good, and I want to have them so taken care of by my business that if I have to let them go, it sinks in years later that they fucked up. Like, that's my goal, is I want to create a business that is so good to work for that people will do anything for the business. And I think that's where we need to go more as humanity, but that's, again, me. Yeah. Emergency surgery, yeah. Mega PC builder, I wouldn't disagree with that, right? Everyone's like, well, what about my taxes? Taxes going to this, taxes going to that. Yes, we spend a shit ton on our defense for good reason, right? I'm not one of those like, we need to cut back on defense. Parts, yes. There's no reason a government contractor, civilian, should be making six figures to start. That tells me we're hemorrhaging money in the wrong places. But then again, we have sergeants and staff sergeants in the United States military working every single day, right? Who are on food stamps because they can't afford to feed their fucking kids. Why is that okay? Why? Like, we talk about taking care of people, putting people first. Part of putting people first is giving them an affordable wage, right? Isn't that right, Army? Is paying them their dues? I don't know. There's so much wrong out there. I'm not a politician. I don't plan on changing things. I just, I hope you guys vote for what you care about, and I vote for what I care about, right? There's a 15-layer conversation, and I can't sort out 200 character on YouTube chat. No, I get it, man. Exactly, man. Like, kids, yeah, they're expensive. People who discovered insulin charged their patent $1 because they didn't believe in life-saving medicine. Exactly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. E5s. If you're a sergeant and you have 2 kids, you're on food stamps. You qualify for food stamps and WIC. If you are a staff sergeant with less than 8 years time and grade and you have 3 kids, you qualify for food stamps because of your income. Just so you guys know. We wonder why people are not enlisting. We wonder why people are not coming here. I'm a married E7. I live well within my means. I have no kids. If I had 3 or 4 kids, I would be struggling. There's no doubt about it. This is not an easy life. It doesn't pay as well as it could. And I could make shit ton of money in my profession with my knowledge base outside the military. Yeah. F-35 looks cool. He's like, this is getting serious. Let's change this. Yeah, military isn't paying much. Work with high school kids. Oh, fucking that educators, man. You will People talks about the declination of a society when you stop paying our public educators like burger flippers. Actually, burger flippers make better money than our fucking public educators. You can actually get good public educators. Why do you think that colleges have really good professors? Because they pay them as such. But when you pay a public educator fucking $28,000 a year in 2023, you should be ashamed of yourself. Like, I can't imagine as a school district that I would think that was okay. That, I don't know, it's more to soldiers, less to unfinished developmental contract. Absolutely. Has the military changed since I've been in? From what I remember, you get free housing and no utilities. You just pay for food and cell phone bill. So, depending, right? So, like, I live in on-base housing. So, like, I get my BAH, basic allowance for housing, which would go to me previously, just kind of goes past me and goes over to Corvius, which is the company that owns all the on-base housing. I have no idea where that money goes. Like, yes, I get to call in work orders if anything goes wrong, and they'll come and fix it, and they're usually pretty good about it, but I have no idea where that money goes. For me, it's like, I think it's like $1,100 a month, right? That comes out of, that would go to me, that goes to, immediately to Corvius. I don't know where that money goes. No clue. Hold on. Once you retire, you can literally... Oh, I know. So not just a contractor. I will... I got friends in certain places that are already waiting for me to drop my resume. So once I retire and I got that pension and I'm a little bit... You know, the blow's a little bit soft in there, then I'll go do that. Yeah. On base versus off base, BH is different for single soldiers. BAH is based off of if you're married or single and your rank and geographic location. Sorry, those three things. So like BAH in Hawaii is like $2,500 a month because it's expensive to live there. BAH here in Oklahoma is $1,100 a month for a married E7. You make 20 an hour selling paint. See, 20 hours, that's better. I'm not too bad, Trekkie. Thank you so much for asking, man. Yeah. I think that you realize, like, for some reason, everyone's like, go to college, 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 right? You realize less than 30% of U.S. jobs actually require a college degree. And interesting, I didn't know this. USA Jobs, right? If you have, so like they have a points base of like boom, 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 right? Your points for how much you get based on like how qualified you are. But on USA Jobs, if you're in the military and you have a bachelor's degree versus a deployment as a leadership position, that puts you slightly above a bachelor's degree in some of those jobs. I didn't know that. I got 2 of those. Well, 3 if you count Korea, but I don't count Korea. But yeah. Was I ever in combat? Yes, Afghanistan. Wasn't hell, but I could see it from there. Corvius, I'm disabled, and Corvius is taking care of me in my living situation. Yeah, I don't have any issue with Corvius. Balfour Beatty, on the other hand, the one that was in charge of me on White Sands, I hope they stub their toe every single second of every single day. I hope the worst possible thing happens to Balfour Beatty. Only go to college if you want to become an engineer, lawyer, doctor. Yeah, so the amount of jobs and the work that is out there for blue collar people who go through trade schools is astra-fucking-nomical, man. Go get an ASE master certification or something, or go work on diesels or something. They're always looking for people, especially qualified individuals. Your bro was in combat in Afghanistan with Canada? No shit. I was in RC South, Malajad, Afghanistan. So I've been curious, what's your opinion on the counterattack? I know it's only just starting. Given the fact that, here's the kicker, right? I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Patton speech he gave where he said, I don't want to hear that you're holding your position. Maybe it was Mattis. I don't know if it was Mattis or Patton. I'm sorry, I misquote there, but I don't want to hear that you're holding your position. I want to hear that you're bounding forward. Do not ever stop. So the Ukrainians were waiting on aid packages, ammo, training, personnel. They were waiting. So they had to dig in for defensive positions. The Russians ran out of sustainment. Bullets, beans, and gasoline. They ran out. So they had to dig in. Now one side has been supplied. And now they have to uproot people from their trenches. But there's not one line of trenches. There's miles of trenches, right? And they're also getting fed ISR data and like, hey, this is where a Russian command center is. I would take that out, right? I think it's going as good as we can hope it to be. The Leopard and Bradleys that were lost, it does kind of suck, but it's war. Things get lost. Shit happens, right? There was a bad tactical decision. I say it's a bad tactical decision, but I'm looking at that tactical decision in a vacuum. It's the same thing when I look at Russian tactical decisions. Like, it's bad because I'm looking at it in a vacuum. Maybe I don't know all the circumstances. Going across open terrain through a minefield in the middle of the daytime, maybe they had no other option. I don't know. So, I have no clue why they did that. Russians lining up in a single column and just staging for days on end would not have worked against the United States. They would have been dead by the time that last vehicle got stopped. But again, I don't know why they did it. Maybe they were waiting for orders. Maybe they were waiting for staging. Again, if you're waiting for orders, you have failed your mission before it started. If you have people on the objective awaiting orders, you are failing already. But that's neither here nor there. So trench warfare is not viable against... So it's crazy. It went away and then it came back, right? So World War II, trench warfare was kind of not a thing because combined arms tactics, tanks, they became a real thing, right? But back then, I mean, aside from like a Panzer and a bazooka, Panzerschreck and a bazooka, whatever the fuck they're called, their anti-tank guided weapons weren't that good. And now, 2023, anti-tank guided missiles are removing that armor from the battlefield because it's easier to destroy, right? A group of 3 or 4 guys can eliminate 4 or 5 tanks. As long as they have good cover and concealment. That's a serious possibility. So then what happens is those you become having to dismount, and digging trenches becomes a lot more prevalent. I think it's cool how it went away and it came back. And right now, neither side, so trenches would go away if either side could gain air superiority. If Ukraine gains air superiority, Russian trenches are going to mean fuck all. If Russia can gain air superiority, Ukrainian trenches are going to mean fuck all. So the only reason they're there, it's this weird, like, what if that they're stuck in, right? This conditions and circumstances that are affecting this battlefield is the reason trench warfare is working. If either side were to gain air superiority, trenches would mean nothing. So right now that they're at this, like, weird stalemate in the air, it has to be fought on the ground. Boys anti-tank rifle, yep. I thought myself to Mablog code. Took nearly 2 years to learn. Everyone wants Python code these days, and it's just so insecure. I'm not familiar with code. I'll be honest with you, man. Okay, a little bit. I know, like, Linux, Red Hat, a little bit. Relatively cheap getting your training, from what I've heard, well paying. Yeah. Mechanics get paid well. Am I into small arms? What do I think of the SIG XM5? I don't know anything about the SIG XM5, man. It's basically impossible for Ukraine to gain air superiority. Yes and no. I mean, Russia is very bad at seed. Yeah, that northern border by Belarus. Can air superiority be gained with drones? Drones are good at rooting people out of these trenches, but the fact is you need so many of them. Combat aircraft, especially like ground support combat aircraft, are very good at destroying strategic assets, meaning command centers and things like that. You need to find those targets, and it's hard to do that with HIMARS. It's hard to do that with drones because you just can't do enough punishment. But with a good bomb or something off of a plane, you can really cause that level of punishment. Now, someone asked, will they get air superiority with the F-16? The F-16 is not notoriously known for its Wild Weasel capability. Some of them, yes, but mostly the F-15 was the Wild Weasel, right? And when I say Wild Weasel, that's SEED, suppression of enemy air defense and elimination of enemy air defense. So, to someone else's point where they said they physically can't get it, I see it go... Theorizing. Again, theorizing. I don't know anything, but if I were to take a shot in the dark, I would say that what we're looking at is the F-16s will get there. They'll Wild Weasel. They'll start eliminating S-300s and S-400s. They've already done this to some effect with Storm Shadows and Gimlers. Okay, they'll start eliminating those air defense systems. which is going to force Russia to start using DCA, which is defensive counter-air, which is Su-35s and maybe even a Felon. They might even break out a Felon. I don't know. So far, the Felon has not crossed into Ukrainian airspace, and there's probably a very good reason for that. It's because if losing that would be like just completely detrimental to the Russian Federation. So they don't want to chance it. I get that. So that will cause Russia to use DCA, defensive counter-air. That's when Russia's going to start pushing the F-16s back. Now, the F-16s are going to start doing a little bit of a different operation, which is kind of a try me bro, right? They're going to be looking like they're doing seed operations, and they may still be doing seed operations, but their goal is to lure those out. And once those are lured out and they've pushed far enough with ground forces, man-pad stingers are going to really start causing issues. Now, Russia does have some good mobile and lightweight and man-pad air defense systems. They do. So if those can be used to great effect against the F-16, it might flip either way. So what I think it is Ukraine's going to push, start eliminating air defense systems. Russia's going to come back with this defensive counter-air, and Ukraine's going to start pushing man-pad systems to eliminate the defensive counter-air. That's what I'm feeling like is going to happen, but it could change based on any number of circumstances. Reduce visibility fighter? Yep. Doesn't it require a lot of training to... So, yes and no. You need to be able to notch a radar. Outside of that, as long as you can fly the aircraft, you can probably do seed. Right now, I don't think we're in the... I got it. He said they're in the offense, the operation. He said that they're doing their counteroffensive right now. I know that Zelensky said that. I still don't think it's counteroffensive. I don't. And it's easy for him to say, yeah, we're in the counteroffensive right now. And they've moved the line like 10 kilometers. Like they've pushed. But nothing yet has showed me the counteroffensives that you would see like in World War II. Where you probe a lot of other things and see how they react. You find an area of weakness, you hit that area of weakness with everything you have, and now boom, you're inside. I haven't seen any of that along the front. I haven't seen it anywhere. So, I don't know. I think they're trying to cut off Crimea, though. I definitely believe they're trying to cut off Crimea. That mug the size of a full-size water. This is my jug, man. Got my Aero resupply, got an IBCS sticker. This is for Brave Little Radar from Patriot Bros. My buddy Rotten Reaper was the first person to take the Eurofighter Typhoon on a flight simulator to space. So his video on YouTube had like millions of views. He took a Eurofighter Typhoon to space. And then I got one of my stickers. Habitual Line Crosser. Dude, we watched you leave port. Yeah. Now, the game doesn't start until much before September. They need mud season to freeze, time to prevent. Yeah. What's the number one weapon, defensive system besides the human brain that you think would benefit pushing either side towards end war? Fifth-gen stealth aircraft from the United States. Because Russian S-400 can... I will say this, and I've said this before, it can detect stealth aircraft. It can. It has 3 radars. One of them is low frequency. Stealth aircraft are designed to combat high frequency. And you'd think, well, why isn't just everyone using low frequency? Well, it's because low frequency radars do not produce enough high level track fidelity and high track quality to get a firing solution. So they will be able to see it here and there with their low frequency radar, which will not be able to cue their high frequencies because they're going to look for it and they won't see it there, right? So they'll be able to watch it come in and annihilate their S-400 and then leave. That's what they'll be able to see. So, American 5th-gen fighter aircraft could turn the tide. If I were to pick one system, not 5th-gen fighter, the multi-role F-35. 22 probably wouldn't change it. There's not enough air assets up. But the 35, especially a few 35s, is so capable. It's just a capable multi-role system. The 35 could really change this. The trip to Alaska is actually confirmed. Really? A fleet of A-10s. It can't lock onto, though. Yep. That's why. So Marines are going to be up in Alaska to do a training exercise for 2 weeks in mid-July. Make up a good story. Oh, maybe. Now, I don't know which version of the F-35. I don't know which one. I couldn't tell you. Even if they cut off Crimea, the Northern Shore has storied history in terms of warfare, choke point for Ukraine. Yeah, I think they are, just from where I'm seeing the map move, but I'm not certain. So your meme about the is the truth? This is the thing. So the F-22 is the world's first air supremacy aircraft. So everyone else has air superiority aircraft, which was our 4th gen. We labeled the F-22 air supremacy because that's just what we do. And the next one we have is going to be air dominance. They're going to have to find another synonym for fucking 7th generation. But so it could be. We've never seen an F-22 go full fucking X Games mode. We've never seen it. No one has ever seen it because no one has ever had the guts to tangle with one. No one has ever said, like, you see that? I'm going to fight him. No one has done it. Which is why the F-22 is just blue balling all day long, man. Switchblade kamikaze drone? Do I work with Canada? No, I've only seen them once. I don't know too much about the Switchblade kamikaze drone, so I'm going to have to refer that to somebody else. I'll have to check. Air omnipotence. 7th gen. We own the air. You don't get to breathe it. Galactic Empire, air superiority. Oh, I still got to do that video about if American air defense could take on an Imperial battle cruiser. I was going to break that down to see if I could. But yeah, we're actually way over my 2 hours that I normally do. We've been 2 hours and 42 minutes, and I only played Diablo for like an hour. So I do appreciate you guys being here. Hold on, let me see if I'm gonna make sure it's not too loud. All right, there we got it, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it down a little bit. So as always, thank you all so much for being here. We will go live again next Wednesday, depending on how I feel after my surgery. I may not go live. I have surgery on Tuesday. So as always, do not give in to the 22 a day. Every single one of you are amazing, and I will see you guys right here next time. I will be pushing out more content in the near future. Just bear with me. I got more of those videos planned. So we'll see you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it so much.